Chapter 3261 Nine-Sword Cliff. What's the matter? Jui Muchalong's attitude is very good, without any dissatisfaction. If other extra-dimensional realms dared to disturb his sleep, he would kill them directly. But he still had to count on Yi Tian to rescue him, so naturally he wouldn't be angry with Yi Tian. Senior Ju Muchalong, my progress in super-dimensional rules has been very slow. Is there any place that can help me quickly understand the super-dimensional rules? Yi Tian asked for advice. Ju Muchalong was speechless. Not long after Yi Tiansai broke through to the third realm, he disliked the slow progress of the super-dimensional rules. He knew very well that he gave the imitation of the multi-dimensional vase to Yi Tian. Even if it was of little help to the third realm, if he used the imitation's essence of the multi-dimensional rules of the three realms to practice, it would still be of some use, at least better than other realms. It is much faster to comprehend the super-dimensional rules in the three realms. In this way, you should be satisfied. Relying on long and endless years to improve the super-dimensional rules is the real way of cultivation. How can you quickly improve the super-dimensional rules easily? However, Yi Tian wants to improve the super-dimensional rules to improve his strength. If he wants to be promoted to the fourth realm faster, he naturally wants to give his full help. Immediately, he replied carefully. Soon, he thought of a place. Yi Tian, if you want to quickly improve the realm of super-dimensional rules and it is useful to you now, in addition to obtaining the multi-dimensional rules treasure bottle, the only other way is to go to that place. Jui Muchalong said. Which place? Yi Tian was full of expectations. Nine Swords Cliff, Jui Muchalong said. Nine Sword Cliff is located in Territory No. 5001, and has been occupied by multiple forces. Before endless years, this place was just a treasure land rich in energy, and it did not assist in understanding the rules of super dimensions. The use of, but there is a fourth realm existence who failed to attack the fifth realm here. By coincidence, Jujian Cliff was created into such a special treasure place. And the fallen fourth realm person is Wuxian Number. A legend in the realm, the master of the Nine Swords realm who can be called the invincible in the fourth realm. It is said that no one in the fourth realm can catch his sword. Pipe. Lord of the Nine Swords realm. Yi Tian had never heard of this person. He must have been dead for a long time, and his existence was too far away. After his death, no one paid attention to him, so there was no information about him. Senior Jui Muchalong, you also said that Jujian Cliff is occupied by those forces, how can I enter? There must be places in territory number 5000 that can assist in understanding the super-dimensional rules, and there must be many similar treasures. But I can't use it, so it's useless. Yi Tian said helplessly. Jui Muchalong smiled and said, I will tell you this method, and naturally you will have hope of entering Nine Swords Cliff. Any solution? Yi Tian asked for advice. Jui Muchalong opened his mouth and spit out a token. This is a token from the Nine Swords Realm Master. The Nine Swords Realm Master's power has been destroyed long ago, but he has accepted many disciples. Now some of the disciples are still alive. One of them has left the territory of number 5000 and entered a wider territory. That person's strength is also in the fourth level. Therefore, this token is still of some use. You say that you are the descendant of the Nine Swords Realm Master. Those forces should give you face and let you go to Jujian Cliff for a period of time to comprehend. With that said, Jui Muchalong gave the Nine Swords token to Yi Tian. If Yi Tian didn't talk about this matter today, Suji Chalong wouldn't even be able to remember it. He has obtained this token for a long time, but for the fourth realm, this thing is of no use at all. He can only let Yi Tian try to sneak into Jujian Cliff and improve the realm of super-dimensional rules. It is not useful at all. Not big. Thank you, Senior Jui Muchalong. Yi Tian thanked him. Go and practice, break through to the fourth realm as soon as possible, and then let me out. Ju Muchalong said. Wow, Yi Tian left and went straight to Jujian Cliff in Territory No. 5001. Territory No. 5001, Nine Swords Cliff. This treasure land is occupied by three overlord-level super-dimensional forces in the 5000 territory, namely Tianshuan Sword Alliance, Leon Mountain and Juhu Clan. These three forces all have existences in the fourth realm, and there are more than one with all the strength. It's almost the same as Qiong Palace. And these three forces occupy Jujian Cliff, even Zuyong Palace does not dare to take advantage of Jujian Cliff. However, all major overlord-level super-dimensional forces have their own treasures and opportunities, and they don't care about Jujian Cliff. This day, Yi Tian came to Jujian Cliff, but he did not use his own real body to copy the body. Instead, he randomly copied the body of a third-level super-dimensional realm that he had killed in the past, and came here as the other party's identity. Immediately, Yi Tian revealed his identity and took out the token of the Nine-Sword Realm Master. The news quickly reached the ears of the upper echelons of these three Overlord-level forces. A person from the Third Realm holding the Nine Swords Realm Lord's token says that he is the descendant of the Nine Swords Realm Master and wants to enter the Nine Swords Cliff. What should I do now? Do you want to stop it? No, although the Nine Swords Realm Lord has fallen, his 6 disciples are still alive and have reached the peak of the Fourth Realm. Their strength is extremely terrifying. If the news spreads and offends the Nine Swords Realm Lords, it will undoubtedly be harmful to us. No good. Let him go in, but he can only comprehend 100 extra-dimensional eras. This is the limit, he will not be allowed to go in after that. Well, that's it. Anyway, letting him comprehend for 100 extra-dimensional eras won't do us any loss. As for wanting to comprehend for a longer time, that's impossible. This place is already occupied by us, and that's our territory. Quote. That's right, giving him 100 extra-dimensional epochs of time to comprehend is to give face to the fallen lord of the Nine-Sword Realm, without giving him face. After these high-level discussions, they issued the order. 100 extra-dimensional epochs of time. Yi Tian did not expect that these three forces would give him 100 extra-dimensional epochs to comprehend. Perhaps for the ordinary Third Realm Li Zhao's what use would a mere 100 extra-dimensional epochs have? But for him, 100 extra-dimensional epochs is already a lot of time, enough for his realm of extra-dimensional rules to skyrocket. These three forces underestimate me, Yi Tian secretly said. Immediately, he entered the Nine-Sword Cliffs under the leadership of a third-level person. Jujian Cliff is surrounded by a large number of extra-dimensional formations and is very tightly guarded. Many extra-dimensional realms guard this place and will not leave for countless years. It is almost impossible to sneak into this place. Even if Yi Tian can copy other people's cloned bodies, there is no guarantee that he can sneak in. There is a high probability that he will be broken. Even if he possesses the 4th level of Great Realm Armor, if it cannot be calculated, it proves that there is something wrong. Therefore, it is undoubtedly the best way to use the Nine Swords token to come in this time. Soon, he successfully entered the Nine Swords Cliff. Chapter 3262 15 Super-Dimensional Rules. Jujian Cliff is very large, about the size of a small extra-dimensional world, and the space suppression inside is terrifying. Even Yi Tian, who was in the Third Realm, felt heavy oppression after entering here. If it were the first stage to enter here, even the physical body would definitely be shattered. Under normal circumstances, there is no such treasure land, but the Nine Swords Realm Master once came here to break through. Even if the breakthrough failed, he at least got a glimpse of the secrets of the Fifth Realm. A little bit of the power of the Fifth Realm was almost integrated here, so that he could unimaginable changes have taken place here. Jujian Cliff is so huge that not all places are conducive to understanding the super-dimensional rules. Only the core area of Jujian Cliff is conducive to understanding the super-dimensional rules. Yi Tian arrived here quickly and saw the cliff that was infected with a lot of blood. As soon as he entered here, Yi Tian was shocked by the bloody cliff. This is the blood of the Lord of the Nine Swords Realm. It dyed this cliff red and caused huge changes here. Vaguely, he felt that the blood might have been partially transformed and contained the secrets of the Fifth Realm. After countless years of evolution, it would be so miraculous. But with such a release of energy, this place will eventually become ordinary one day. Certainly, these Overlord-level forces can still delay 950 this situation. He took a look and saw that extremely mysterious formations had been arranged around him. They should be arranged in the Fourth Realm, in order to delay the dissipation of energy. At this time, there are some Third Realms that are being comprehended, but there is no Fourth Realm. That's right, although Nine Sword Cliff is helpful for understanding the rules of the Super Dimension, it is definitely not helpful for the existence of the Fourth Realm. Subsequently, Yi Tian found a seat here, sat cross-legged, and began to comprehend the bloody cliff. Boom! As soon as his consciousness came into contact with the bloody cliff, he seemed to have entered a bloody world. There are countless drops of blood in the bloody world. Each drop of blood is like an extra-dimensional world, containing countless stripes inside. Each stripe is the embodiment of extra-dimensional rules. It's so mysterious, no wonder this place helps to improve the rules of the super dimension. When Yi Tian was comprehending the blood-colored cliff, the other cloned bodies immediately cast multi-dimensional wisdom light, which greatly increased his comprehension many times, and his thinking also received an unimaginable multi-dimensional improvement, making it extremely easy to comprehend the super-dimensional rules. The multi-dimensional wisdom light, coupled with the bloody cliff, has made Yi Tianru AFDC's progress far faster than anything in the past. Time passes slowly. This drop of blood gradually became less helpful to him, and he began to comprehend another drop of blood. In the days that followed, Yi Tian continued to comprehend, and the realm of super-dimensional rules was also increasing at an incredible speed. On this day, Yi Tian's super-dimensional rules finally reached the realm of 2 super-dimensional rules. One extra-dimensional epoch after another passed. Yi Tian has been trying his best to understand the super-dimensional rules, but his progress has been completely obscured by him. Even the several super-dimensional forces guarding Jujian Cliff are unaware of it, but they will not pay attention to third parties like Yi Tian. Territory. After all, just comprehending 100 extra-dimensional eras will have no impact on them, and it is meaningless for them to pay attention. A flash, 50 extra-dimensional epochs have passed, which means that he has consumed half of his time. At this time, he has understood the 9 super-dimensional rules, which was an unimaginable progress in the past. In the past, it was extremely difficult for him to comprehend one extra-dimensional rule, let alone 9 extra-dimensional rules, and it only took him 50 extra-dimensional epochs. As long as we make further progress and understand the 10 realms of ultra-dimensional rules, it will be equivalent to understanding 20% of the ultra-dimensional rules, and we will be qualified to meet the minimum requirements for the 4th realm. Yi Tian said excitedly. In the 3rd realm, many people in the 3rd realm have been practicing hard for endless years, but they cannot meet the requirements of the 4th realm, because it is too difficult to understand the 10 super-dimensional rules. Furthermore, understanding the 10 extra-dimensional rules is only the minimum requirement. If one attempts to attack the 4th realm, the success rate is estimated to be less than 10%. If you want to 100% break through to the 4th realm, you must understand 100 extra-dimensional rules. 100 extra-dimensional rules, among the realm divisions of ultra-dimensional rules, are only equivalent to 30% of the realm. In fact, in the follow-up, there is no need to divide the specific realm. The number of ultra-dimensional rules is the number of ultra-dimensional rules. With 100 extra-dimensional rules, it is almost unheard of to use this realm to impact the 3rd realm of the 4th realm. Yi Tian once also learned about the information about attacking the 4th realm. On the territory of number 5000, the 4th realm used 20 or 30 extra-dimensional rules to attack the 4th realm. In the end, they were lucky enough to break through. Some were the first time. The breakthrough failed and the foundation was damaged. Later, he found an amazing opportunity to recover from the injury, and then successfully hit the 4th realm again. Continue to comprehend first, and strive to understand the 10 super-dimensional rules as soon as possible. Yi Tian continued to comprehend. In the blink of an eye, 50 extra-dimensional epochs have passed. At this time, Yi Tian's progress has been very small. It's not that his multi-dimensional wisdom light is useless, but that Jujian Cliff is of little help to him. Just because he has understood 15 super-dimensional rules, his progress has been extremely rapid. After all, Jujian Cliff is just a treasure place promoted by external forces, and it is not too high. It is naturally not very helpful to the 3rd realm of understanding the 15 extra-dimensional rules. Zhu Muqilong would not have thought that he would improve the realm of super-dimensional rules to such an astonishing level just by coming here once. With his current realm of extra-dimensional rules, plus some treasures to help him hit the 4th realm, and the incomparable perfection of the extra-dimensional realm in his body, he might have about a 30% chance of hitting the 4th realm now. For many 3rd realms, a 30% chance of hitting the 4th realm is already a very high probability. But Yi Tian has not even reached the peak of the 3rd level in cultivation, so naturally he will not be in a hurry to attack the 4th level. It's time for you to come out. The 3rd realm guarded by Jujianya came over and urged. Thank you. Yi Tian went out from Jujian Cliff. After leaving, he vaguely sensed a hint of prying eyes, but in the end he did not continue to follow. Wow, Yi Tian left quickly and soon left the territory of the 5000 first level. After that, he won't come either. If Jujian Cliff is still helpful to him, he really wants to risk taking the 9 Swords Realm Lord token and change his identity to do something, but there is a high probability that it won't work. After all, the token is the same and it is easy to see. Come out. The realm of super-dimensional rules has been raised to the level of 15. If I raise my cultivation to the peak of the third realm, relying on the newly entered Kashyapa wisdom body, my combat power may be enough to rival those who have just broken through the fourth realm. Exist. Yi Tianxin thought. Chapter 3263, Withered Vine Forest, Multi-Dimensional Treasure Gourd. The super-dimensional rules have been upgraded to the level of 15, and Yi Tian is not in a hurry to improve the level of super-dimensional rules. Moreover, he currently has no way to quickly improve the realm of super-dimensional rules. If there is no big opportunity in the future, he will have to improve slowly. As for his cultivation, he has a multi-dimensional cultivation vase that can condense the essence of multi-dimensional cultivation in the three realms to ensure that his cultivation will improve quickly. At his current cultivation speed, he can improve his cultivation in at most 1,000 super-dimensional epochs. Elevated to the pinnacle of the third realm. In addition to improving his cultivation and understanding the super-dimensional rules, Yi Tian spent most of his time cultivating the wisdom body of Kashyapa. His innate multi-dimensional Taoist body is the first to enter the level. If he is promoted to the first level of Shaocheng realm, his strength will inevitably increase dramatically. But it is very difficult for Kashyapa's wisdom body to improve. Even if the incomplete black mist multi-dimensional body can absorb the energy of the black mist world and slowly increase it, it is extremely difficult to upgrade to the Shaocheng realm, let alone the higher level Kashyapa wisdom body. Yi Tian really wants to cultivate Kashyapa's wisdom body to the first level of Shaocheng, but the resources that can help improve the innate multi-dimensional Taoist body are too rare, and they are probably extremely rare in the territory of number 5000, and none of the big forces will take it out and trade it. The most suitable treasure land for the cultivation of Kasyapa's wisdom body is undoubtedly the Kasyapa wisdom tree, but the Kasyapa wisdom tree is not in the territory of number 5000, but in the territory of number 4000, which is a place that he cannot go to for the time being. Take it easy, Yi Tian murmured. In the blink of an eye, more than 100 super-dimensional eras have passed. Compared with the past, Yi Tian has not made much progress. After all, at his level of cultivation and strength, it is very difficult to make a significant increase unless there is a big opportunity. And during this period of time, he was also studying the black statue, but still couldn't figure it out. But he also guaranteed that this black statue was very extraordinary and not an ordinary item. Its material was extremely tough, and even with his cultivation level, he could not destroy the material. Yi Tian guessed that the black statue was an innate multi-dimensional treasure, but he couldn't see its use at the moment. Perhaps I really need to advance to the fourth realm before I can hope to know the secret of this black statue. Yi Tian felt that the value of this black statue might be higher than that of a multi-dimensional vase. Yi Tian's strength has not improved much, but the strength of the human race has improved a lot. Yi Tian's relatives have all advanced to the second level, but they are all very low-key. Moreover, Yi Tian used the fourth level of Great Realm armor to build a new human temple. Those strong human beings stayed here and were protected by the fourth level of Great Realm armor. Even if they were passing by the fourth realm, their presence is not felt. In this way, the strength of the human race will not be exposed. When his cultivation reaches the fourth realm in the future, he will dare to disclose the strength of the human race, and even cultivate a large number of human race's super-dimensional realms. After all, the strength of the fourth realm is enough to protect a super-dimensional treasure bottle. A single extra-dimensional treasure bottle is just a branch of the innate multi-dimensional treasure bottle. It cannot attract the existence of the fifth realm. With the cultivation level of the fourth realm, it can naturally be kept in the Mu Qinli territory. While Yi Tian was practicing in a low-key manner, something happened in Territory No. 5692. Territory No. 5692. This day, in a treasure place, many extra-dimensional creatures are discussing. Suddenly, vine after vine flew out, binding the extra-dimensional creatures one by one, absorbing the flesh and blood of these extra-dimensional creatures, and killing them. Among these extra-dimensional creatures, there are those at the peak of the second realm and even in the early stages of the third realm. But even so, they were still killed. Certainly, since there are many extra-dimensional creatures, there are still a few extra-dimensional creatures in the second realm that have escaped. This battle affected so much that other third-level practitioners in the entire territory number 5692 sensed it and were immediately shocked. Swish swish swish, the existences of the third realm rushed over. They were all extremely powerful. A few of them had reached the peak of the third realm, so they were not afraid of danger. However, they did not actually enter the treasure land, they just peeked from a long distance. It's the withered vine forest sea. What happened there? Why were so many extra-dimensional creatures killed? There are more than 60 third-level extra-dimensional creatures in the Withered Vine Forest Sea, and thousands of second-level extra-dimensional creatures, but only a few came out alive. We can only know that the vines killed them one by one, but the origin of this vine is not yet certain. 0. Please give me flowers. The attacks of the vines are terrifying, reaching the level of the top third level, and there are many of them. Once those of us in the third level enter, we will die. So what should I do now? What else can we do? Things here will definitely be publicized, and those overlord-level superdimensional forces will definitely come over by then. I feel that this matter is not necessarily dangerous. There may be opportunities, but it has nothing to do with us. That's not necessarily true. This is the Withered Vine Forest Sea. It is one of the 3 treasure lands in our territory number 5692. Only the existences of the third realm are allowed to enter. The existences of the fourth realm cannot enter the Withered Vine Forest Sea. There's really hope that some benefits can come out of it. Suddenly, these third realms of extra-dimensional realms showed their expectations. 0. Soon after, some extra-dimensional forces came over one after another. Overlord-level forces such as Qiong Palace, Jukai Chamber of Commerce, Tianshuan Sword Alliance, etc. all sent a large number of third-level superdimensional realms over. Among them, these super-dimensional forces are mainly 3 Overlord-level forces: Jukai Chamber of Commerce, Immortal Ancient Sect, and Multi-Dimensional Realm Heshan, because these 3 forces have the most fourth realms, and they all have more than 10 fourth realms, and all of them have more than 10 fourth realms. There is an existence at the peak of the fourth realm. Relatively speaking, other Overlord-level superdimensional forces are still a level lower. After the third realm of these Overlord-level superdimensional forces came over, they quickly spread the news. After a while, Risho Zun came to the fourth realm. A fool also knows that things in the Withered Vine Forest Sea are not simple, otherwise it would not attract the fourth realm. It is most likely a great opportunity, not a danger. As a result, many people from the third realm came here to see if they could get any benefits. At the same time, the fourth realm among these Overlord-level forces were meeting together. Each Overlord-level power had at least one presence from the fourth realm. At this time, they were all excited. The leader of the Blazing Sun Realm, one of the 2 fourth realms of the Blazing Sun Palace, couldn't wait to say, "Everyone, the information in the Withered Vine Forest must be blocked, and the information on the multi-dimensional treasure gourd cannot be leaked, otherwise once it is leaked, the competition will be huge. It may not be possible to block the news. Too many third realms know about it, and maybe some knowledgeable third realms will guess it." Another fourth realm frowned. Chapter 3264 The Value of the Essence of the Multi-Dimensional Treasure Gourd. "Block the news as much as possible," said the master of the Duogu realm, a late-stage fourth realm expert from the Jukai Chamber of Commerce. The other fourth realms nodded one after another, and that was all. Immediately, they began to discuss the ownership of the multidimensional treasure gourd. No one of their forces could monopolize this place, otherwise they would inevitably encounter joint attacks from other forces. The multi-dimensional treasure gourd is not an ordinary treasure, this is an innate multi-dimensional treasure. Any innate multi-dimensional treasure is enough to make the 4th level crazy, or even the 5th level crazy. The premise is a complete innate multi-dimensional treasure. If it is an incomplete innate multi-dimensional treasure, it will lose some of the characteristics of the innate multi-dimensional treasure, leaving only a little residual ability. Like the multi-dimensional vase, if all the multi-dimensional vase were fused together to form a real multi-dimensional vase, its value would be extremely terrifying, and the effect would be unimaginable, and 647 would have incredible effects and special abilities. But that's gone now. Suddenly, the master of the Silver Armor Realm, the 4th realm peak expert of the Immortal Ancient Sect, said, "Everyone, please prevent the news from leaking. Next, you are not allowed to leave the territory of No. 5000. This is nothing. No problem, after all, it involves a multi-dimensional treasure gourd, so you should be so cautious." The other 4th realms nodded. Immediately, they began to formally discuss the ownership of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. But before that, they had to confirm whether the multi-dimensional treasure gourd in the Forest of Withered Vines was truly complete. At this time, the master of the Silver Armor Realm said, "Our power cannot penetrate into the Withered Vine Forest Sea, but we have sent the super-dimensional realm at the peak of the 3rd realm to investigate. It is currently confirmed that the multi-dimensional treasure gourd has not been fully conceived. It will take a long time to be fully conceived, but it is only one step away from taking shape. As long as it takes shape, then it will be considered a quasi-innate minister. Upon hearing that it was a quasi-innate multi-dimensional treasure, many in the fourth realm were a little disappointed. The master of Duogu realm smiled and said, "Everyone, the quasi-innate multi-dimensional treasure is better. If it is truly a complete innate multi-dimensional treasure level multi-dimensional treasure gourd, its vision will be amazing. Even if the territory of number 4000 does not know about it for the time being, in the future you will definitely know. When the time comes, even if our major forces join forces, they will not be able to protect a complete innate multi-dimensional treasure. When the time comes, if someone from the fifth realm is randomly sent over there, who can stop it?" Many people in the fourth realm nodded. Indeed, they are not strong enough, and they cannot protect the complete innate multi-dimensional treasure. Everyone, according to our investigation, a total of 6 multi-dimensional treasure gourds have been produced this time. You should be very clear about the value of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. Even the quasi-innate multi-dimensional treasure is much higher than the value of the multi-dimensional treasure bottle. A multi-dimensional treasure gourd with a quasi-innate multi-dimensional treasure level is worth as much as dozens of multi-dimensional treasure bottles. They are all valuable to the fifth realm, but if we join forces and use the multi-dimensional treasure gourd to go further, we can still keep this. 6 multi-dimensional treasure gourds. The master of Yingkai realm said. 6 multi-dimensional treasure gourds. Many people in the fourth realm are even more excited. Immediately, they began to prepare for the attack on the withered vine forest sea, and restricted other third realms from entering, otherwise they would be in trouble once the news was exposed. Then, they passed the order. Immediately, a large number of third realms rushed over from the major overlord-level superdimensional forces and gathered on the Kukuoline High side. In a short period of time, a large number of people from the third realm gathered here, and the excitement even exceeded that of the number 5000 realm. Suddenly, many super-dimensional territories were discussing this matter. Yi Tian has been paying attention to matters in various major territories, and the news about the withered Tang Forest Sea was naturally known to him immediately. All the major overlord-level super-dimensional forces gathered in the withered vine forest sea. What exactly happened there? Yi Tian was very curious. There is no doubt that there must be an amazing opportunity there, otherwise those fourth realms would not go there in person, and would send a large number of third realms, not to mention all of them, but almost all the top third realms would be sent there. If some accidents occurred, it would be enough to cause heavy losses to the major forces. One can imagine how amazing the opportunities involved are. This day, Yi Tian also came over, but was blocked by the major overlord-level super-dimensional forces, and he was not allowed to approach the withered vine forest sea. Except for the third realm of the major overlord-level super-dimensional forces, other third realms are not allowed to approach the withered vine forest sea, obviously because they want to join forces to occupy the withered vine forest sea. Immediately, Yi Tian inquired about the information, but the information he knew was limited. He only knew that a large number of vines flew out of the withered vine forest, killing many extra-dimensional creatures, even those in the third realm. But Yi Tian didn't know these vines, nor did he know the other third realms. Perhaps you can ask Jumu Chalong for advice. This guy has an extraordinary background. You may know him. Chalong Yuan. Yi Tian came to find Juimu Chalong again. Yi Tian, what are you doing here again? Juimu Chalong asked. However, he was shocked when he saw that Yi Tian's aura seemed to be stronger. Senior Juimu Chalong, let me ask you, do you recognize this thing? Yi Tian waved his hand and condensed the phantom of the vine, showing it to Jumu Kai Long. Jumu Chalong looked at the image of the vine attack, thought about it for a moment, and was extremely shocked. Could this be the multi-dimensional treasure gourd vine? Juimu Chalong exclaimed. Senior Juimu Chalong, what is multi-dimensional sapphire? Yi Tian asked. Juimu Chalong said. The multi-dimensional treasure gourd vine is of little value, it is just a multi-dimensional plant, but the multi-dimensional treasure gourd growing on it is an innate multi-dimensional treasure. Of course, the multi-dimensional treasure gourd truly grows up and becomes a complete. The multi-dimensional treasure gourd takes too long and requires too much energy. In my opinion, this should not be a complete multi-dimensional treasure gourd. But even if it is an incomplete multi-dimensional treasure gourd, its value is still in the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. On top of the bottle. On top of the multi-dimensional vase. Yi Tian took a deep breath. The multi-dimensional vase was enough for the fourth realm to snatch. Its value cannot be described with multi-dimensional Dao coins. The value of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd is even higher than that. What a treasure that is unimaginable for 5.9. Senior Jui Muchalong, what is the function of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd? Yi Tian continued to ask for advice. Jui Muchalong did not hide anything and introduced. The function of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd is to assist in the cultivation of the innate multi-dimensional Tao body. It contains special multi-dimensional treasure gourd essence. Use the essence of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd to cultivate the innate multi-dimensional Tao body. Even if it fails, you will not die, the side effects will be reduced a lot, and the success rate will be increased. If you have developed an innate multi-dimensional Tao body, you can also quickly improve the realm of the innate multi-dimensional Tao body by using the essence of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. Of course, to condense the essence of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd, you need to slowly nourish and nurture it with the origin of the super-dimensional world in the body, or use some special resources to condense and breed it. Although the speed is not fast, once enough essence of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd is condensed, then that's incredible. Chapter 3265 The super-dimensional creature family is involved. Helps enhance the innate multi-dimensional body. Yi Tian was shocked. He is very clear about how important the innate multi-dimensional Tao body is, and even if he has mastered the innate multi-dimensional Tao body, it is extremely difficult to improve it. He practiced Kasapa wisdom body, but because he did not go to the Kasapa wisdom tree, there was almost no hope of cultivating Kasapa wisdom body to the first level of Shaochang. But if one obtains a multi-dimensional treasure gourd, it is expected that Kashapa's wisdom body will be quickly improved. The multi-dimensional treasure gourd is such a good thing. Yi Tian murmured. At this time, Zhu Muchalong said, Yi Tian, could it be that which extra-dimensional territory gave birth to the multi-dimensional treasure gourd? Yes, it's the withered vine forest in territory No. 5692. Yi Tian said. Withered vine forest. See, I have some impressions. Zhu Muchalong remembered it, but it had never been there. It never expected that a multi-dimensional treasure gourd would be born in that place. Yi Tian, a multi-dimensional treasure gourd was born in the withered vine forest. See. I am afraid that many forces will want to snatch it. Are you sure you can snatch it? Said Zhu Muchalong. I am certain, Yi Tian said, but Zhu Muchalong dissuaded him. Don't fall there. If you fall, I won't be able to come out. He didn't know the secret of Yi Tian having multiple duplicate bodies, because Yi Tian only had one real body. If his real body fell, wouldn't he really have fallen? That's why he was worried about Yi Tian. Senior Jui Muchalong, don't worry, I won't take any chances. Yi Tian didn't reveal much and left immediately. If it were an ordinary treasure, I would just give up, but I already know the value of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. If I get a multi-dimensional treasure gourd, my Kashapa wisdom body will be upgraded to the first level of the Shaochang realm or even the Dachang realm. The higher the realm of Kashapa's wisdom body, the more effective the multi-dimensional wisdom light will be, and it will also help me improve the super-dimensional rules faster. When he thought of this, he couldn't wait to snatch the multi-dimensional treasure gourd immediately. To him, the value of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd far exceeds that of the multi-dimensional treasure bottle, and even exceeds the ordinary innate multi-dimensional treasure. Even if an ordinary and complete innate multi-dimensional treasure is exchanged for the multi-dimensional treasure gourd with him, he will not exchange it. And only he can truly bring out the value of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd and make himself rise quickly. However, he had a headache when he thought that the withered vine forest sea was occupied by those overlord-level extra-dimensional forces. Outside the withered vine forest, there are many existences in the fourth realm, as well as a large number of third realms. His cultivation in the late third realm, no matter how high his combat power is, cannot compete with these overlord-level extra-dimensional forces. Fortunately, those overlord-level super-dimensional forces haven't really attacked the withered Tang forest sea yet, so he has hope of sneaking in. I hope I can find a suitable opportunity, Yi Tian secretly said. Time passed slowly, and the major overlord-level superdimensional forces in the 5000 territory were preparing to invade the withered vine forest sea. But at this time, something unexpected happened. A mysterious place. Some extra-dimensional creatures gathered together. On the territory of number 5000, the extra-dimensional creatures were completely suppressed by the practitioners, forces and did not dare to mess around at all. But what has to be admitted is that the strength of the super-dimensional creature family is still extremely powerful. At this time, there are 13 families of extra-dimensional creatures gathered here, and each family of extra-dimensional creatures is extremely powerful. For example, the super-dimensional elves. The super-dimensional elves stay in a treasured land deep in the super-dimensional void. They usually don't come out, but they are very powerful. If they only stay in their own territory, those in the fourth realm will not dare to invade, otherwise they will be seeking death. But the strong men of the super-dimensional elves dare not come out casually, otherwise they will be targeted by the fourth realm among the overlord-level super-dimensional forces. The reason why they are targeted is because the super-dimensional elves own the mistwood. The value of the mistwood is too high. The super-dimensional elves can even resist the invasion of the fifth realm by relying on the mistwood. Of course, the super-dimensional elves do not exist in the fifth realm. The most powerful one in the fourth realm is only at the peak of the fourth realm. He has the qualifications to attack the fifth realm, but he does not dare to actually attack the fifth realm environment, otherwise once it fails, it will be the end of death. At this time, the peak existence of the fourth realm of the super-dimensional elves, the Master of Muya is also projected here, discussing the multi-dimensional treasure gourd with other fourth-level existences of the extra-dimensional creature clan. That's right, the news about Duoe Baogor has been leaked. After all, they also have spies all over the territory of No. 5,000. These spies passed the news, and they naturally recognized that it was the multi-dimensional treasure gourd vine, and they also guessed that the multi-dimensional treasure gourd was bred there. But they didn't know how many multi-dimensional treasure gourds there were in the withered vine forest sea. Even if there is only one multi-dimensional treasure gourd, it is worth their efforts to fight for. Everyone, the multi-dimensional treasure gourd must be taken. If I have the multi-dimensional treasure gourd, I am sure that I can cultivate the body of the Mist Mother to the Dacheng state. By then, I will be able to sweep across those fourth realms in the 5,000 number territory. There is no need to shrink. In the territory of the super-dimensional elves, we will occupy a huge territory and have countless resources. Muya Realm Master said excitedly. At this time, another fourth-level extra-dimensional creature, the Lord of Haihei said, the Lord of Muya, the Jukai Chamber of Commerce, the Immortal Ancient Sect, and the three-dimensional Heshan are not simple. They all have fragments of innate multi-dimensional treasures, and extremely powerful fourth realms, which are not easy to deal with. In terms of overall strength, we are at a disadvantage, otherwise we would not have given up a huge territory to them. The Master of Muya Realm retorted, even if the strength is not as good as them, the Withered Vine Forest Sea only allows the third realm to enter. As for the third realm, there is a person in our clan who has mastered the third realm of the Mist Mother's body, and is very powerful. The existence second only to the fourth realm, has enough strength to compete for the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. Besides, are you really willing to give up the multi-dimensional treasure gourd? Let's work together. If we get the multi-dimensional treasure gourd, we can use it together. We can make a decision promise, how about this? Other extra-dimensional creatures in the fourth realm are also excited. Who doesn't want a multi-dimensional treasure gourd? As for taking risks, if you don't take any risks, how can you get great opportunities? Okay, we are willing to cooperate. All races will send the most elite third realms, take the opportunity to send them into the Withered Vine Forest Sea, and then compete with the third realms of the Overlord-level super-dimensional forces for the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. But you can't be greedy. You can snatch a multi-dimensional treasure gourd. The treasure gourd has completed its mission. Okay, then it's decided. After these fourth-level extra-dimensional creatures had discussed, they went back to summon the third-level extra-dimensional creatures in their clan to prepare for the invasion of the Withered Vine Forest Sea. Chapter 3266 The Power of Two Innate Multi-Dimensional Dao Bodies. This day, under the orders of the fourth realm, the third realm members of the major overlord superdimensional forces poured into the Withered Vine Forest Sea. Suddenly, the multi-dimensional treasure gourd vines in the Withered Vine Forest attacked these third realms. The strength of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd vine is very powerful. If many third realms do not join forces, there is no hope of fighting with it. Moreover, the vine body of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd vine is extremely tough, and even the top third realms are difficult to damage it. If you want to kill the multi-dimensional treasure gourd vine, you have to go to the fourth level. The purpose of these strong men in the third super-dimensional realm is not to kill the multi-dimensional treasure gourd vine, but to snatch the multi-dimensional treasure. Although these multi-dimensional treasure gourds have not been bred into complete innate multi-dimensional treasures, they can still be regarded as quasi-innate multi-dimensional treasures. Originally, the multi-dimensional treasure gourd had not really taken shape yet, and it was not considered a quasi-innate multi-dimensional treasure. But in the fighting, the third realm will inevitably fall, and the multi-dimensional treasure gourd vine will absorb the flesh and blood of the third realm, which will inevitably make the multi-dimensional treasure gourd take shape quickly. Of course, these fourth realm people were not cruel enough to sacrifice these third realm people, so they temporarily killed some of the third realm extra-dimensional creatures and let them take them into the withered vine forest sea. Rumble. The corpses of a large number of third-level extra-dimensional creatures were swept away by the multi-dimensional treasure gourd vine, absorbing the essence of their flesh and blood, and giving birth to the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. As the battle continued, after a period of time, the 6 multi-dimensional treasure gourds finally took shape, which can be regarded as quasi-innate multi-dimensional treasures. Let's take action and snatch the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. These third realms swarmed crazily towards the location of the 6 multi-dimensional treasure gourds. But at this moment, outside the sea of withered vines, a loud roar came, and the sound seemed to shatter billions of ultra-dimensional voids. If there was an ordinary third realm here, it would probably be injured. Master of Muya realm, Master of Hai realm, you are seeking death. The fourth realm among these overlord-level super-dimensional forces were extremely angry. The information here was leaked. They did not find it strange, but they did not expect that the super-dimensional elves and other super-dimensional creatures would actually unite. Dare to snatch their opportunity. Is it possible that these guys think they can compete with them? However, they were not well prepared and did not carry a powerful weapon, so they could not kill these fourth-level extra-dimensional creatures. Rumble. The Muya Realm Master, Hai Realm Master and the others started fighting with the Silver Armor Realm Master, and took the opportunity to send a large number of third-level extra-dimensional creatures into the withered vine forest sea with a wave of their hands. Snatch a multi-dimensional treasure gourd at all costs. The Master of Muya Realm and the others ordered. Exclamation mark exclamation mark exclamation mark exclamation mark. A large number of third-level extra-dimensional creatures poured into the withered vine forest sea. The huge withered vine forest sea was instantly covered by countless battle fluctuations, and the chaos outside the withered vine forest sea was also extremely chaotic. There are battles everywhere, but it is not easy to tell the difference between life and death in the fourth realm, unless the difference in strength is really too big. And when the top fourth realm fights with the top fourth realm, it is naturally not easy to tell the difference between life and death. So many extra-dimensional creatures from the fourth realm are fighting against these overlord-level extra-dimensional forces from the fourth realm. It's so chaotic that I can really get in. Yi Tian's eyes were full of expectation. He is not prepared to enter with a copied body from other extra-dimensional realms. No matter how much he copies other extra-dimensional realms, he will not be able to exert much strength. If the strength is not enough, he will not be able to snatch the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. He must use extremely terrifying strength to enter the withered vine forest, snatch a multi-dimensional treasure gourd, and then escape. The cultivation in the late third stage, coupled with the Kashapa wisdom body that has just entered the first level, and the 15 super-dimensional rule realms are still not enough. Yi Tian knew very well that such strength was already terrifying, but it was still not enough to sweep everything, and it was difficult to escape from some powerful fourth realm hands. If you can't escape from the withered vine forest and get rid of those in the fourth realm, then even if you snatch the multi-dimensional treasure gourd, you can't take it away. It is not possible to copy the bodies of other extra-dimensional realms. They will definitely be found. These fourth realms will definitely be investigated one by one and cannot be hidden. You can only use the real body to copy the body, hide the appearance and breath, and use the fourth layer of the Great Realm armor to hide it. They can't see through my true appearance and soul will breath, so their true identity will not be exposed. The wisdom body of Kashapa for the first time is not enough. If you add the Black Mist multi-dimensional body for the first time, it should be enough. He has mastered both of the 2 innate multi-dimensional Dao bodies, and once tried to make a replica body to cultivate 2 innate multi-dimensional Dao bodies at the same time. However, when the 2 innate multi-dimensional Dao bodies appeared in the same body, serious problems occurred. Exclusion cannot exist for long. It can be maintained for a period of time and explode with extremely terrifying combat power, which is still not a problem. When the 2 innate multi-dimensional Dao bodies are added together, their power is not 1 + 1, but exponentially multiplied. Let's start. Yi Tian condensed a true body copy body containing 2 innate multi-dimensional Dao bodies, and it was condensed quickly. However, as soon as this copy body was condensed, the superdimensional boundaries in the body began to collapse, and the inside of the body also began to collapse. The slow speed of collapse is the impact of the repulsion of the 2 innate multi-dimensional Dao bodies. Gotta go in. Yi Tian shuttled away at extremely fast speed. Some people in the fourth realm sensed Yi Tian, but they were all in the middle of the battle and did not stop Yi Tian. After all, it is just a super-dimensional realm in the late third realm, which is inconspicuous at all. Is it possible that I can still snatch the multi-dimensional treasure gourd? Even if you really snatch the multi-dimensional treasure gourd, can you still escape from their hands? So, they really don't care at all. Wow, Yi Tian easily entered the sea of withered vines and sensed the multi-dimensional treasure gourd vines scattered everywhere, and those in the third realm were fighting to snatch the multi-dimensional treasure gourds. There are actually 6 multi-dimensional treasure gourds. Liao Nuo Zhao Yi Tian was very excited and wanted to snatch away all 6 multi-dimensional treasure gourds, but this was unrealistic. If it was really taken away, it would be too targeted and would not be easy to take away. Immediately, his eyes were fixed on one of the multi-dimensional treasure gourds. A third-level super-dimensional bottleneck cut off the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. His body was penetrated by the multi-dimensional treasure gourd vines, although he did not die. But he was also hit hard. That's it, slave. Yi Tian exploded with all his strength. The explosion of power from Kashyapa's multi-dimensional body, the black mist multi-dimensional body, and the 2 innate multi-dimensional bodies, coupled with the 15 extra-dimensional rules, made his strength reach an incredible level. Boom! Yi Tian smashed a vine of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd with one punch, and then rushed towards the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. A third-level person tried to stop Yi Tian, but was killed by Yi Tian with a single blow. Upon sensing this scene, the other third realms were stunned. Chapter 3267 finally got it. Who was he? Everyone in the third realm was confused. The power Yi Tian displayed was too terrifying, and he actually developed 2 innate multi-dimensional Dao bodies. It's him. Some people in the third realm of the extra-dimensional realm recognized it. One of Yi Tian's innate multi-dimensional Dao bodies was surprisingly the Kashyapa wisdom body that was robbed, and Yi Tian actually mastered it. Another innate multi-dimensional Dao body is no stranger to him, it is the Heiji multi-dimensional body. But they were confused. If Yi Tian dared to practice the black mist multi-dimensional body, wouldn't this be damaging his physical body? Moreover, cultivating 2 innate multi-dimensional Dao bodies will inevitably lead to rejection. Unless special treasures are used to resist the suppression, they will not survive for long at all. Madman. They could only describe Yi Tian in this way, he actually destroyed his future and wasted his life. However, they had to admit that Yi Tian, who had 2 innate multi-dimensional Dao bodies, was nearly invincible in the third realm, and they could not compete with Yi Kai at all. Swish swish swish. These third realms dare not stop Yi Tian alone. Unless multiple third realms join forces to fight Yi Tian, they may be able to resist 1 or 2. Let him snatch this multi-dimensional treasure gourd, and immediately notify the 4th realms outside and let those 4th realms stop him. The third realm people thought so in their hearts. Yi Tian showed his invincible strength, and the multi-dimensional 987 treasure gourd vines that emerged from him were shattered. He forced himself to a multi-dimensional treasure gourd, stretched out his hand to grab it, and snatched away the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. As this multi-dimensional treasure gourd was captured by him, the multi-dimensional treasure gourd became even more crazy, constantly attacking him and trying to kill him. It's a pity that this multi-dimensional treasure gourd vine only belongs to the third realm after all. Even if it is invincible in the third realm and is more powerful than Yi Tian, it can't kill Yi Tian. Of course, Yi Tian couldn't kill the other party, he could only kill some of his enemies. Immediately, Yi Tian kept running away. He knew very well that if he snatched a multi-dimensional treasure gourd, he still had hope of escaping. If he snatched too many multi-dimensional treasure gourds, there would be no hope at all. Don't be greedy. Yi Tian fled quickly. Whoosh. In an instant, he rushed out of the withered vine forest, and he used the 4th level Great World Armor technique to seal the breath of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. In this way, when he rushes out of the withered vine forest, those in the 4th realm will have a short hesitation time and will not intercept him immediately. Really, Yi Tian rushed out from the sea of withered vines. These 4th realms did not sense the breath of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd, allowing Yi Tian to escape for a distance. But soon, they reacted. Stop him. Some 4th realms are chasing Yi Tian, but not all 4th realms are chasing Yi Tian. After all, once all the 4th realm has left, how can we intercept other multi-dimensional treasure gourds? Moreover, this time it is a competition between the overlord-level extra-dimensional forces and the family of extra-dimensional creatures. They are wary of each other and are afraid that their side will be completely at a disadvantage if they leave too many 4th realms. Because they had so many ideas, in the end only 7 people from the 4th realm came to hunt down Yi Tian. Boom! The attack from the fourth realm came across and attacked and killed Yi Tian. If it were a normal third realm, it would be wiped out in an instant. But Yi Tian relied on his two innate multi-dimensional Dao bodies to resist their attacks. Click. His physical body was shattered by the attack of the fourth realm, but the innate multi-dimensional body of Kashyapa's wisdom body had a terrible effect on repairing the injuries. His physical body was quickly repaired, but at this time the rejection of the two innate multi-dimensional Dao bodies intensified. He's not dead. These fourth realms are also a bit surprising. After all, it is too rare for the third realm to be able to withstand a blow from the fourth realm. Almost all of them are invincible in the third realm. This third realm is so rare that countless extra-dimensional eras in the 5000 territory have never been born. Kill. These fourth realms attack desperately. Yi Tian knew very well that if he didn't try his best, there would be no hope of escaping. Then, he burned all the origins of the extra-dimensional world in his body. AFDF burned part of his body, and also burned the two innate multi-dimensional Dao bodies, only pursuing the light in an instant. In an instant, Yi Tian's aura increased many times, and he escaped across the super-dimensional void at a speed far beyond the past. The speed of this escape even surpassed the 7 existences of the fourth realm, causing them to lose sight of Yi Tian for a while. If it is a normal third realm, even if it escapes from the fourth realm in a short time, it will soon be caught up. But Yi Tian possesses the great realm armor technique of the fourth level, and not even a trace of these 40th days can be traced. The moment Yi Tian got rid of these fourth realms, other cloned bodies responded and took away the duo Bao gourd. He knew very well that even if he was free of traces, there was still a possibility of being discovered. He escaped too fast, the aura on the road was still there, and the duplicate body was too weak to escape far. Really, these fourth realms were tracked through aura locking and searching with terrifying soul will, and finally found Yi Tian, who had just escaped not long ago. But at this time, Yi Tian committed suicide directly. Damn it, this guy committed suicide. Why does such a heaven-defying third realm commit suicide so easily? Is it a special clone, or is there a powerful fourth realm behind it that controls him? No, he doesn't have a multi-dimensional treasure gourd with him. Impossible, those in the third realm saw him snatch the multi-dimensional treasure gourd with their own eyes. I have just contacted those in the third realm and confirmed that there is a multi-dimensional treasure gourd on him. It can't be found. He must have moved the multi-dimensional treasure gourd away just when he escaped from our tracking. There is no trace of the derivation. After such a while, it can no longer be traced. Let's go and fight for other multi-dimensional treasure gourds. Swish swish swish, these extra-dimensional realms have left. The competition and fighting in the Withered Vine Forest Sea is even more fierce, and as one multi-dimensional treasure gourd is brought out from the Withered Vine Forest Sea, the fighting among the fourth realms is even more terrifying. There are quite a few third realms that have been affected. Yi Tian left after snatching a multi-dimensional treasure gourd, but his other clones were still paying attention to this matter in the nearby territory. After a while, the battle for robbery ended, and the news was quickly passed on. After all, the fighting was so brutal that in the end the battle affected multiple extra-dimensional territories. Territory number 5692 was directly shattered by the fourth realm, and several other extra-dimensional territories were also damaged. The impact of such a war is too great, and the news cannot be concealed at all. After Yi Tian found out the detailed information, he was extremely shocked, because these overlord-level superdimensional forces suffered a loss. Chapter 3268 Kashyapa's wisdom body breaks through. I didn't expect that besides me, there would be other super-dimensional realms that snatched the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. Yi Tian was surprised. After that battle in the fourth realm, there was a strong man in the late fourth realm who also practiced an innate multi-dimensional Taoist body and reached the first level of Shaocheng. With his powerful strength and weirdness, using his own methods, he snatched a multi-dimensional treasure gourd from many fourth realm hands and escaped with only minor injuries. As for the family of extra-dimensional creatures, it is said that they have snatched away more than 2 Weibao gourds. In addition, Yi Tian snatched a multi-dimensional treasure gourd, which eliminated 4 multi-dimensional treasure gourds. Those overlord-level super-dimensional forces only snatched 2 multi-dimensional treasure gourds. There are many overlord-level super-dimensional forces participating this time, but there are only 2 multi-dimensional treasure gourds, which can only be used in turns. If a more powerful existence comes, they may not be able to protect these 2 multi-dimensional treasure gourds. It has nothing to do with me anymore. I got a multi-dimensional treasure gourd, which is enough for me to use. Yi Tian smiled. Human race. Yi Tian brought the multi-dimensional treasure gourd back and used the 4th level of Great Realm armor to cover his aura, which was safer. Then, he started to use the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. The multi-dimensional treasure gourd can condense the essence of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd, but unlike the multi-dimensional treasure bottle, the multi-dimensional treasure bottle can use the flesh and blood of the super-dimensional realm to condense the multi-dimensional essence, but the multi-dimensional treasure gourd cannot do this. The multi-dimensional treasure gourd requires some special and rare resources to condense the essence of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd, but Yi Tian does not have such special resources for the time being. It is estimated that even the Jukai Chamber of Commerce does not have many of such special resources, or even necessarily. Yi Tian doesn't expect to find these special resources. He plans to take the simplest way and use the source of the extra-dimensional world in his body to nourish the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. Then, Yi Tian placed this multi-dimensional treasure gourd in the extra-dimensional realm in his body, mobilizing the origin of the extra-dimensional realm in his body to nourish it. If the source of the extra-dimensional world in the body is not mobilized much, it can be gradually restored over a long period of time, and the recovery will be faster with treasures that restore the source. However, if too much is consumed, it will be difficult to recover, and it may even cause the extra-dimensional boundary in the body to break. The extra-dimensional realm in the body is broken, and it can be restored with the multi-dimensional healing essence of the 3 realms. The Master of Chengyu has recovered, but it will affect the foundation and there is no hope of continuing to break through. If it continues to be broken for the 2nd time, I am afraid it will be completely impossible to recover. Under normal circumstances, no 3rd level or 4th level person dares to consume a large amount of the source of the extra-dimensional realm in the body to nourish the multi-dimensional treasure gourd, so they can only do it slowly. Yi Tian couldn't wait. Taking his time was not his style. Nourish me. Yi Tian mobilized almost all the sources of the extra-dimensional world in his body to pour into the multi-dimensional treasure gourd, covering the multi-dimensional treasure gourd, and crazily nourished and tempered the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. Under this nourishment, the multi-dimensional treasure gourd gradually gave birth to the essence of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. Time passed, and several super-dimensional eras passed. This day, Yi Tian's duplicate body collapsed and fell, but the inside of this multi-dimensional treasure gourd nourished 6 drops of the essence of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd of the 3rd realm. Sacrificing a duplicate body and consuming all the source of the extra-dimensional world in the body only nourished 6 drops of the essence of the 3-dimensional multi-dimensional treasure gourd. If we take it slowly, I am afraid that even thousands of extra-dimensional eras may not be able to do it. Nourish a drop of the essence of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd of the 3 realms. Yi Tian sighed. It seems that after those in the 4th realm obtain the multi-dimensional treasure gourd, they will not be able to obtain a drop of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd essence in a short period of time. Their accumulation speed will definitely not be as fast as mine. Moreover, there are a lot of those in the 4th realm, and they are even rarer when spread out. Try the effect of the 3-dimensional multi-dimensional treasure gourd essence. Yi Tian took out a drop of the essence of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. After swallowing it, he used Kashyap's wisdom body to absorb and refine this drop of the essence of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. Boom! After the essence of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd was integrated into Yi Tian's body, it quickly tempered Kashyap's wisdom body. His Kashyapa wisdom body seemed to have been hungry for countless days, frantically absorbing the energy of the essence of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd, making Kashyapa wisdom body become more and more powerful. What a powerful effect! I usually practice hard, and Kashyap's wisdom body seems to have made no progress, but now I feel obvious progress. Yi Tian was very excited. Years passed, and after a period of time, this drop of the essence of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd in the world was gradually exhausted. Of course, his Kashyapa wisdom body is still at the 1st level, and if he wants to be promoted to the level of Shaochang, it cannot be achieved with just a drop of the essence of the 3-dimensional multi-dimensional treasure gourd. 0. Please give me flowers. Another period of time passed, and Yi Tian gradually absorbed and refined all the 6 drops of the 3-level multi-dimensional treasure gourd essence. However, his Kashyapa wisdom body is still at the 1st level. It will take about 20 drops of the multi-dimensional essence of the 3 realms to have any hope of raising Kashyap's wisdom body to the level of the 1st body. Yi Tian estimated. Even he has difficulty upgrading Kashyap's wisdom body. Even if other super-dimensional realms have developed innate multi-dimensional Dao bodies, it will be difficult to upgrade them. This is only the 1st level of the innate multi-dimensional Dao body, the Shaochang realm. If you want to upgrade to the Dacheng realm, the difficulty is even more terrifying. It is too difficult to improve the innate multi-dimensional Taoist body. Fortunately, I got the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. Otherwise, I would have spent endless years without any hope of improving. 0. In the following days, he continued to sacrifice one copy of his body to condense the essence of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd of the three realms. Once it was condensed, he would let other copy bodies enhance Kashyap's wisdom body. In this way, one extra-dimensional era passed by after another. In the blink of an eye, dozens of super-dimensional eras have passed. This day, Yi Tian's Kashyapa wisdom body has finally ushered in its transformation, and is about to transform into the first level of Shaocheng. Boom! As another drop of the essence of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd was absorbed by him, his Kashyapa wisdom body began to transform. Countless energy was absorbed by him and became the nourishment of Kasyapa's wisdom body. Kasyapa's wisdom body continued to transform, and his physical body became stronger and stronger, and his body became tougher and tougher. It wasn't until a long time later that his Kashyapa wisdom body truly made a breakthrough. Phew, I have finally broken through Kasyapa's wisdom body to the first level of Shaocheng. Now the effect of my multi-dimensional wisdom light will definitely be far better than before, and it will be easier to improve the super-dimensional rules. Yi Tian said excitedly. Certainly, he is definitely not satisfied with the Kashyapa wisdom body at the first level of Shaocheng realm. He still needs to upgrade it to the Dacheng realm. At most, it will take hundreds of super-dimensional epochs of time to upgrade his Kashyapa wisdom body to the Dacheng realm. Continue to practice, Yi Tian murmured for a long time. Chapter 3269 Zhu Shan, Lord of Baoyu Realm. When Yi Tian hit the first level of Dacheng state of Kasyapa's wisdom body, Jukai Chamber of Commerce welcomed an extremely distinguished guest. Jukai Chamber of Commerce Headquarters. At this time, the president of the Jukai Chamber of Commerce and the master of the Six Shadows Realm, the pinnacle of the Fourth Realm, was standing respectfully in front of a young boy. The aura of this young boy did not seem to be a deterrent, but the Six Shadows Realm master knew very well that the person in front of him was an extremely terrifying peak powerhouse of the Fourth Realm, whose strength far exceeded him. The other party was clearly a fourth-level peak-level existence from territory number 4000, and he came from a huge force. I've met the master of Baomi Realm. The Six Shadow Realm master said respectfully. He knew very well that the Lord of Baomi Realm in front of him seemed very kind, but he was an unscrupulous lord, and many of his opponents died in the Fourth Realm. Even if he relied on the large formation of the Jukai Shang 103 Association, he was not sure he could compete with the opponent. Master of the Six Shadows Realm, I heard that your Nine Colors Chamber of Commerce obtained a multi-dimensional treasure gourd. Baomi Realm Master asked. The Six Shadow Realm Master has long had this guess in his mind. The Baomi Realm Master must have come for this, but why did the Baomi Realm Master come so quickly? They had already blocked the news, and all fourth-dimensional super-dimensional realms were not allowed to enter the territory of No. 4000. As long as he delayed for time and had the multi-dimensional treasure gourd, he was expected to break through to the top fourth realm. When the time comes, even the master of Baomi Realm may not be his opponent. But Baomi Realm Master arrived too quickly and didn't even give them time to prepare. They in the Fourth Realm will definitely not leak the news, otherwise it will be detrimental to themselves. Then there is only one possibility, it must be leaked by those extra-dimensional creatures. For example, if the super-dimensional elves want to enter the territory of number 4000, it is not difficult. If they want to send a message, they can do it. Damn it, he cursed in his mind. But at this moment, the Master of Baomi Realm is also here, and he can't change the reality. Master of Baomi Realm, that multi-dimensional treasure gourd does not completely belong to our Jukai Chamber of Commerce. Our Jukai Chamber of Commerce only has the right to use it. Said the Master of Six Shadows Realm. Master of the Six Shadow Realm, I will give you time to summon other forces from the fourth realm of the extra-dimensional realm to discuss and hand over a multi-dimensional treasure gourd. In this case, I can protect you on behalf of Zhu Shan, said the Master of the Realm of Baomi. The reason why he doesn't ask for 2 multi-dimensional treasure gourds is that he is not stupid. Once he asks for 2 multi-dimensional treasure gourds, these forces will definitely not give them to him. Those in the fourth realm will even sacrifice their own power and escape directly. In that case, he would not be sure to find those fourth realms, and he would completely lose the multi-dimensional treasure. It is better to just ask for a multi-dimensional treasure gourd and leave a multi-dimensional treasure gourd for them. In this case, they will most likely agree. The sixth Shadow Realm Master was very emotional and knew that he could not offend the Treasure Gold Realm Master, so he had no choice but to contact the immortal ancient sect and the fourth realm people of the multi-dimensional rivers and mountains and explain the situation. Immortal ancient sect. The Silver Armor Realm Lord at the peak of the fourth realm was very angry. They robbed 2 multi-dimensional treasure gourds, but this Treasure Honey Realm Lord from Jushin came to pick peaches and wanted to get a multi-dimensional treasure gourd for free. This behavior is so hateful. But when he thought about the rumored Treasure Realm Master's strength, he became troubled. In terms of strength, he is far inferior to the Master of Bao Mi Realm. Even if all the fourth realms join forces, they may not be able to compete with the Master of Bao Mi Realm. Moreover, behind the Master of Bao Mi Realm is the even more terrifying Jushan. Jushan is a force that exists in the fifth realm. Abandon the immortal ancient sect and escape with the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. He would not have taken this step unless he was in a desperate situation. Moreover, these super-dimensional forces also have a multi-dimensional treasure gourd. Even if their growth rate is slower, they still have hope to rise. After much deliberation, he decided to hand over a multi-dimensional treasure gourd. Soon after, a group of fourth realms gathered at the Jukai Chamber of Commerce and brought a multi-dimensional treasure gourd. Master of Treasure Gold Realm, this is the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. The Master of Six Shadows Realm handed a multi-dimensional treasure gourd to the Master of Bao Mi Realm. The Master of Bao Mi Realm looked at this multi-dimensional treasure gourd and was slightly disappointed. What a pity, it is just a quasi-innate multi-dimensional treasure gourd. It can only upgrade my treasure elephant body to the second level of Dacheng limit state. What if it is a true complete innate multi-dimensional treasure level, then I can easily upgrade my treasure elephant body to the third level of Dacheng limit state. The true innate multi-dimensional treasure. If it is really this level, where will it be the turn of the Treasure Honey Realm Master? There will definitely be a fifth realm coming. Of course, they didn't speak, they just complained in their hearts. Okay, this multi-dimensional treasure gourd belongs to me. I'll give this token to you. If there are still forces that come to trouble you, just give me this token," said the Master of Bao Mi Realm. "Thank you so much, Master Bao Mi." The Six Shadows Realm Master and the Silver Armor Realm Master thanked them one after another. Wow, Bao Mi Realm Master laughed and left. After the Master of Bao Mi Realm left for a while, these fourth realm people dared to show their anger. "The Master of Bao Mi Realm is so abominable," one of the fourth realm said angrily. "If we can't deal with him, we must kill him. Forget it, after all, he comes from Jushan. He is a force with the fifth realm of extra-dimensional realm. We can't afford to offend him. I wonder if the Lord of Honey Reporting Realm will snatch the 2 multi-dimensional treasure gourds from the super-dimensional creature family. There is a high probability that they will not be snatched. There is a high probability that the 2 multi-dimensional treasure gourds are within the fruit of the Mist Mother of the super-dimensional elves. The super-dimensional elves have a very special position and are protected by the Mist Mother. With the large formation, even the fifth realm cannot be invaded. Even if the treasure elephant body of the Master of Bao Mi Realm is raised to the second level of Dacheng limit, it is only comparable to the weakest fifth realm. It will still be unable to do anything to the super-dimensional elves, and some may even fall. The risk. The owner of Bao Mi Realm is very cruel, but he also cherishes his life very much, and it is impossible to take risks. Yes, he has already obtained a multi-dimensional treasure gourd. There is no need to risk another one. Damn it, he is bullying us because we have no trump card and cannot protect the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. The fact is just as they guessed. After the Treasure Gold Realm Master obtained this multi-dimensional treasure gourd, he did not ask for a multi-dimensional treasure gourd from the super-dimensional elves at all. He left territory number 5000 directly, broke through the extra-dimensional border barrier, and returned to territory No. 4000. Time flies. After these Overlord-level super-dimensional forces lost a multi-dimensional treasure gourd, they were left with only one multi-dimensional treasure gourd. They hid this multi-dimensional treasure gourd in a secret place and never moved it. They only nourished the essence of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd there. Unknowingly, more than 300 extra-dimensional eras have passed. This day, Yi Tian's Kashapa wisdom body is about to have a breakthrough. Chapter 3270 Release the Crimson Wood Dragon. Now, Yi Tian's aura is increasing at an incredible speed, he is transforming every moment, and his physical body is constantly strengthening. This is the process of transforming Kashapa's wisdom body from the first level of small achievements to the first level of great achievements. Once the breakthrough is successful, not only will his strength skyrocket, but also all his abilities will skyrocket, and his combat effectiveness will far exceed that before. After a long time, Yi Tian completely completed his breakthrough. The first level of Kasypa's wisdom body is great. Once Kasypa's wisdom body is raised to the limit of the first level of greatness, you can hit the second level. The second level of Kasypa's wisdom body is more powerful, but it is too difficult to upgrade Kasypa's wisdom body to the second level. Even if he has a steady stream of multi-dimensional treasure gourd essence, it is not that easy. Because the advancement of this innate multi-dimensional Dao body is not only related to resources, but also related to the realm of super-dimensional rules. His current level of super-dimensional rules is not high, and it is not easy to forcibly improve Kasypa's wisdom body. But O5, he is very satisfied now. In the third extra-dimensional realm, almost no one has ever mastered the innate multi-dimensional Dao body, let alone the perfect innate multi-dimensional Dao body. He is already invincible in this 10 times. And as his Kasyapa wisdom body has been upgraded to the first level of Dacheng realm, his combat power is enough to rival those in the extra-dimensional realm that are not long after advancing to the fourth realm. Try the effect of the multi-dimensional wisdom light of Kasyapa wisdom body. Yi Tian immediately used the innate multi-dimensional secret skill of multi-dimensional wisdom light, and his understanding and thinking instantly increased many times. Immediately, he understood the super-dimensional rules, and the effect was far beyond what he had been before. The effect is very good. Even without any help in understanding the super-dimensional rules, with only the multi-dimensional wisdom light, I can feel the progress of the super-dimensional rules. This was not possible in the past. Yi Tian is very satisfied with the multi-dimensional wisdom light of the first-level Dacheng realm Kasyapa wisdom body. After the wisdom body of Kasyapa reaches the first level of Dacheng state, it will not take a short time to advance to the second level. According to Yi Tian's estimation, it would take at least 2,000 extra-dimensional epochs before he could complete a breakthrough in cultivation, and by that time, his cultivation would probably be able to advance to the peak of the third realm. This time is a bit long for him, but for other third realms and even fourth realms, it is very short. Certainly, if he has other opportunities during this period, he can speed up his practice. It's time to release the Crimson Wood Red Dragon. Yi Tian murmured. At first, he cooperated with Jumu Chalong, and when his cultivation broke through to the fourth realm, he released Jumu Chalong. Although his current cultivation level is still in the third realm, his combat power is already comparable to that of the average fourth realm. Naturally, it can destroy the formation that seals the Crimson Wood Dragon and release it. And he is not worried about the Chimu Chalong threatening his own safety. The other party's strength is not as good as it is now. Chalong Yuan, Yi Tian came here, and Juimu Chalong woke up after sensing Yi Tian's breath. Yi Tian, you're here. Juimu Chalong thought that Yi Tian had something to ask him. However, Yi Tian said directly, Juimu Chalong, I now have the combat power of the fourth realm, I should be able to rescue you, right? You now have the combat power of the fourth realm. Jumu Chalong was surprised. Although the strength Yi Tian showed at the beginning was invincible in the third realm, it was only invincible. Even if he could block a move in the fourth realm, it was far from the combat power of the fourth realm. 0. Good. Yi Tian directly exploded the first level of Dacheng realm's Kasyapa wisdom body. This terrifying aura shocked even Jumu Chalong. Kasyapa wisdom, the first level of Dacheng realm, how did you do it? No, you robbed the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. Juimu Chalong guessed, no, even if you obtained the multi-dimensional treasure gourd, it is not enough even with the special resources, there is no way to nourish the multi-dimensional treasure gourd and condense enough essence of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. Juimu Chalong was very puzzled. Yi Tian said calmly, Juimu Chalong, as long as I can rescue you, don't worry about anything else. Okay, Yi Tian, please rescue me quickly. Juimu Chalong is also looking forward to it. He has been sealed for too long, and now he is able to escape, so he is naturally very excited. Jumu Chalong, you work on the inside of the seal, and I attack on the outside of the seal. The inside should be combined with the outside to break the seal. Yi Tian reminded. Good. Jumu Chalong began to go all out to attack the seal. Exclamation mark exclamation mark exclamation mark exclamation mark. Under the full impact of the strange wood red dragon, the seal emerged, and the dense seal pattern formed by the power of extra-dimensional rules spread across the void, wrapping the strange wooden red dragon. Seeing this, Yi Tian used all his strength to activate Kasyapa's wisdom body and the super-dimensional rules, and launched a full-strength attack. The destructive light hit the seal, causing a crack to appear in the seal. Continue. Rumble. The seal was gradually broken into pieces. Soon, the seal dissipated directly. Ha 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 ha, my Chimuchalong is finally out of trouble. The huge body of Jumuchalong is swimming in this void of death. Its body continues to absorb energy from the outside world, and its aura becomes more and more powerful. Countless years of sealing made him a little weak, but he was able to recover quickly. Jumuchalong, I have released you, and the cooperation between you and me is over. Yi Tian said, and he also felt that the constraints of the oath were dissipated, and he was in a good mood. The body of Jumuchalong shrank and turned into 873, a humanoid Jumuchalong, looking at Yi Tian. Yi Tian, thank you very much, Jumuchalong thanked him. It's nothing, it's just cooperation, and I have gained enough benefits. Yi Tian said lightly. Just when he was about to leave, Jumuchalong said, Yi Tian, how about we cooperate? Still cooperating? Yi Tian was surprised, cooperating for what? Jumuchalong said, Yi Tian, do you know why I was sealed? Yi Tian shook his head, he had never asked this question before. Jumuchalong was caught up in the response, and soon sighed, actually, I come from a very large race, the Red Flame Dragon clan, which is a very powerful top super creature family. However, I have offended the clan. A powerful being in the world was forced to leave the Red Flame Dragon. The reason why I came here with core resources was entirely because of a great opportunity. However, other strong people competed with me for this opportunity, but because of my special status, the other party doesn't dare to kill me. Because once a Red Flame Dragon is killed, a Red Flame Dragon seal will be planted, which cannot be erased until the 5th level, so the other party doesn't dare to kill me. Big opportunity. Yi Tian's heart moved. To be able to call it a great opportunity for an extremely powerful person in the 3rd realm like Wei Muchalong, I'm afraid it really isn't an ordinary great opportunity. He had some expectations and desires. Chapter 3271, The Inheritance of Existence in the 6th Realm. What kind of great opportunity is this? If it is suitable, I will naturally be willing to cooperate. Yi Tianming said. Jumuchalong smiled and immediately said, that's great. With your help, our success rate in obtaining this great opportunity will be even higher. Immediately, he began to talk about this great opportunity. Yi Tian, in a certain extra-dimensional territory here, there is an inheritance of a certain big man hidden. A long time ago, many forces destroyed many extra-dimensional territories here in order to find this inheritance. I searched it all over, but couldn't find it. However, I had clues and obtained the key item of the inheritance. Although the key item was snatched away by a guy from the 4th realm, that guy also sealed me. But, the other party still gets the place of inheritance from that big shot. Jumuchalong said. Immediately, he said, there is more than one key item, and I also have one. For me, it is not difficult to find the inheritance place. The real difficulty is how to obtain the inheritance. If I just rely on myself, it will be difficult. Success, but with your joining, there is great hope. Yi Tian interrupted. Jumuchalong, what is the origin of that inheritance? Jumuchalong no longer concealed it, and revealed, that inheritance is a 6th level inheritance. What, the 6th realm? Yi Tian was shocked. What is the concept of the 6th realm, the extra-dimensional realm? The strongest existence he has ever seen is the 4th realm. There is no 5th realm in the 5000 realm. The existence of the 5th realm is absolutely terrifying. Exist. As for the 6th realm, I am afraid that a single thought can destroy the territory of number 5000, or turn the 2000 extra-dimensional territories on the side of number 6000 into nothingness. Just when Yi Tian was shocked, Jumuchalong said again, don't be too shocked. Although the 6th realm is rare, it is not too rare. However, the normal 6th realm will not pass it on to us, but the existence of the 6th realm has fallen. Before his death, he left inheritances in many places. This is one of the places of inheritance. There are very few known existences, and it is also the easiest inheritance to obtain. Normally, the inheritance of the 6th realm may not necessarily have any good things, but this 6th realm is different. The opponent claims that the 6th realm is an invincible existence, and he has innate multi-dimensional treasures, innate multi-dimensional Tao body inheritance, and various rare I don't know how many treasures there are, and just getting something is enough to make us rise. The key is that the 6th realm person also has a heaven-defying thing, Wu Mu True Liquid. The purpose of Wu Mu True Liquid is it can reshape the bloodline in the extra-dimensional realm in the body. I am following the path of the extra-dimensional bloodline of a family of extra-dimensional creatures, but my male bloodline became incomplete due to an accident and it is difficult to break through to the 4th realm. If I get a drop of Wu Mu with the true liquid, I can break through to the 4th level, and even hopefully the 5th level in the future. Black Mother Liquid. Yi Tian was shocked that there was such a treasure. If the bloodline is not perfect, or the extra-dimensional realm in the body is not perfect, it is impossible to break through to the 4th realm. Just like Changyu Realm Master's inner extra-dimensional realm has been destroyed, even if it is restored with the multi-dimensional healing essence of the 3rd realm, the foundation is still damaged. The inner extra-dimensional realm is no longer perfect, and there is no hope of reaching the 4th realm in the future. But if you obtain the Wu Mu True Liquid, you can completely repair the extra-dimensional realm in your body, and have the potential to impact the 4th realm in the future. For those who have no hope of breaking through to the 3rd realm of the 4th realm, the value of a drop of Wu Mu True Liquid is enough to reverse their fate. But Yi Tian can also imagine that the value of Wu Mu True Liquid is beyond the imagination of the 3rd level. Even the 4th level is not qualified to obtain Wu Mu True Liquid. Otherwise, with the background of Jui Muchalong, even if he is expelled although he belongs to the ethnic group, he still has a strong background. Even he is not qualified to obtain the Wu Mu essence. It can be seen that even with the 5th realm as a backer, it is difficult to obtain the Wu Mu essence. There is even a possibility that the Wu Mu True Liquid is only available to the person in the 6th realm. No wonder Ju Muchalong, as an ultimate being in the 3rd realm, ran to this remote place and was sealed by other 4th realms. Yi Tian secretly said. Immediately, he asked again, Jui Muchalong, if we find that inheritance place, will the 4th realm or even the 5th realm come? Probably not. Ju Muchalong shook his head. It has been such a long time, who would still come here? Besides, it is not easy for people in the 5th realm to come here. They will be subject to strict restrictions. No need to worry. 1. Jui Muchalong, let's go find that inheritance place now. Yi Tian looked forward to it. Good. Ju Muchalong took out a mirror, then spit out a mouthful of real blood and blended it into the mirror. Gradually, the mirror released a ray of light, vaguely pointing to a certain area. Let's go, let's follow the light. Ju Muchalong moved and shuttled over. Yi Tian also followed, and soon they crossed one territory after another. This inheritance place will change at any time. If there are no key items to guide you, you can't find it at all. Weird Red Dragon explained, which is why he needs to look for the inheritance place again. After a while, they came to territory No. 6611. It's in this territory. Jui Muchalong affirmed. After a while, he used the key items in his hands to completely lock the location of the inheritance. Ju Muchalong, there's nothing here. Yi Tian frowned. He even used his copy talent, but couldn't find anything. This is an ordinary dead void area. That inheritance place is naturally not easy to find. If it were easy to see, it would have been discovered long ago. Don't use normal methods to observe, it is of no use. According to my guess, this inheritance place should be hidden in a certain dimension. The super-dimensional territory we are in is the integration of multi-dimensional spaces. However, there are powerful beings that can dimensionalize the multi-dimensional space layer by layer and stuff some items into a certain layer of dimensionalization. They cannot be seen by the outside world. The dimensions must be analyzed at layer by layer. It's just that the cost of analyzing the dimensions layer by layer is too high. If the scope covers a super-dimensional territory, even the 5th realm cannot do it. But we have locked the specific location. With my strength, I can also the dimensions of this small area are analyzed layer by layer. After Ju Muchalong finished speaking, he took out another item. This item is clearly a quasi-innate multi-dimensional treasure, but it is somewhat incomplete, but it still contains terrifying power. Chapter 3272 The Real Picture of Wu Mu. Ju Muchalong poured all his power into the quasi-innate multi-dimensional treasure in his hand. In an instant, countless rays of light emerged, freezing the death void in front of them. Immediately afterwards, the multi-dimensional space in front of them was broken open bit by bit, and layers of dimensions appeared, and then continued to expand, allowing them to clearly perceive the layers of dimensions in front of them. However, most of the dimensions are empty. Suddenly, a certain dimension transmits endless golden light, containing terrifying power. Found it. Jui Muchalong and Yi Tian were very excited. Get in. Whoosh. Yi Tian and Jui Muchalong entered this dimension. After they entered, the outside world returned to calm. After entering this dimension, Yi Tian and Jui Muchalong became very nervous. According to Ju Muchalong's information, this is just a place of inheritance left by the 6th realm. The grade is not high, and this kind of inheritance will give different tests to the coming super-dimensional realm. They are in the third realm of cultivation, and the test should be at this level as well. Soon, they arrived at the land of inheritance, where there were tens of thousands of extra-dimensional passages. Each passage was different and probably connected to different places. Moreover, when they came here, they had the feeling that different passages represented different 540 tests, and they could only enter one passage. Choose a random passage, Yi Tian asked Jui Muchalong. Jui Muchalong also frowned, not knowing how to choose. Don't rush in. That person in the sixth realm is not a kind person. His test is also dangerous. Maybe some passages represent a dead end. Once you enter, you will definitely die, said Ju Muchalong. Anyway, they have enough time, there is no need to rush in. Immediately, they began to study these passages, trying to find some clues. These superdimensional channels are all condensed by superdimensional rules. They all seem to be similar, but each superdimensional channel is actually different. Yi Tian analyzed these extra-dimensional passages from the perspective of extra-dimensional rules, and the external copy body used the Yutian Lotus platform to continuously analyze these extra-dimensional passages. Gradually, he really researched something. In his analysis, these ultra-dimensional passages turned into ultra-dimensional maps. Some superdimensional maps are very incomplete, as if they contain murderous intent, but some superdimensional maps are perfect. I understand, these incomplete superdimensional AFDF diagrams are not actually real superdimensional passages at all. Once you enter, you will die and you will not be able to enter the real place of inheritance. Yi Tian ignored these incomplete superdimensional maps and focused on the 16 perfect superdimensional maps. In other words, there are only these 16 real superdimensional channels. But, there are 16 superdimensional channels, and you can only enter one of them. Which hyperdimensional channel should we enter? Then, he began to study these 16 superdimensional maps, trying to see something from them. He silently studied and studied to see which superdimensional map was suitable for him. He could only choose this way. After a while, Yi Tian seemed to feel that a certain extra-dimensional map fit him extremely well and vaguely attracted him. Just choose it. Yi Tian opened his eyes and stared at the ultra-dimensional channel at the edge, which was the ultra-dimensional channel that attracted him. Ju Muchalong, just enter this extra-dimensional passage. Yi Tian pointed at the extra-dimensional passage and suggested. Yi Tian, why did you choose that extra-dimensional passage? Jui Muchalong did not agree immediately. After all, such a cautious matter cannot be decided easily. Yi Tian explained. There are so many extra-dimensional passages here, but most of them are actually dead ends. There should be only 16 super-dimensional passages that are truly safe. Then, he pointed out the 16 safe extra-dimensional passages. Among the 16 super-dimensional channels, this one should be the most suitable for me. Yi Tiandao. It is most suitable for Yi Tian, but it may not be suitable for Jui Muchalong. But Jui Muchalong didn't hesitate at all. He still believed in Yi Tian and was willing to follow Yi Tian in. After all, Yi Tian's current strength far surpassed him. If he didn't follow Yi Tian, he wouldn't be sure to survive and obtain the Wumu essence. Yi Tian, then enter this extra-dimensional passage. Jui Muchalong responded. Wow, they entered the extra-dimensional passage, followed the long extra-dimensional passage, and came to the real inheritance place deep in this dimension. After a while, they arrived at the real place of inheritance and came in from the superdimensional passage. At this time, Ju Muchalong looked back and saw 16 huge passages running through the void. Each passage went to a different location, but it can be seen from here that only those who have truly arrived at the place of inheritance are 16 channels. There are really only 16 safe passages. It seems that once you enter other passages, you will definitely die. Jui Muchalong trembled all over. How difficult it is to choose a safe passage among tens of thousands of extra-dimensional passages, let alone how to accurately find all the safe roads, which is even more incredible. He was very confused as to how Yi Tian did it. He couldn't figure it out at all. But when I think about Yi Tian's progress, it's not surprising. At this time, Yi Tian and Jui Muchalong both stared at the gray scroll in front of them, which lay across the void in front of them. At this time, a voice came. After studying the true picture of Wu Mu and understanding the first level, you can choose a reward. A voice came from somewhere. The real picture of Wu Mu. Ju Muchalong exclaimed. Jui Muchalong, do you know the true picture of Wu Mu? What is it? Yi Tian asked. Jui Muchalong said. The true picture of Wu Mu is the most important inheritance of the Lord Wu Mu, and it is also one of the top innate multi-dimensional Tao bodies. The key is that this top innate multi-dimensional Tao body can be cultivated to the first level without any auxiliary materials, layer. However, it is more difficult to cultivate to the first level of Shaocheng or Dacheng. Moreover, the Wu Mu body has 5 levels in total and is the top innate multi-dimensional Taoist body. At the same time, the Wu Mu true diagram is also an innate multi-dimensional body. A treasure. In other words, the true picture of Wu Mu in front of you is a complete innate multi-dimensional treasure. Zhu Muchelong stared at the real picture of Wu Mu in front of him with burning eyes, wishing to snatch it away immediately. Whoosh! He reached out and grabbed Wu Mu Juntu, but he didn't catch anything. Sure enough, we can't take away the true picture of Wu Mu, and the little tricks left in the 6th realm are not something we in the 3rd realm can see through. Zhu Muchelong completely gave up the idea of taking away the real picture of Wu Mu. Chapter 3273 The first level of the Black Mother's body. The Chimu Red Dragon cannot take away the true picture of the Black Mother, so let's learn about the Black Mother's body. Only by mastering the first level of the Black Mother's body can we pass the test and get the reward. Yi Tian said. Zhu Muchelong nodded. If he reaches the first level of the Wu Mu true body, he can get a reward, and then he can choose the Wu Mu true liquid. Fortunately, he has not yet practiced other innate multi-dimensional Tao bodies, and practicing the Wu Mu true body has no impact. Suddenly, he looked at Yi Tian and frowned. Yi Tian, you have cultivated the Kashapa wisdom body. If you practice the second innate multi-dimensional Tao body, your body will inevitably collapse and you will not be able to survive at all. The 2 innate multi-dimensional bodies, the rejection of the Tao body is beyond your imagination. Besides, it is almost impossible to practice the second innate multi-dimensional Tao body. He felt it was a pity. It seemed that Yi Tian would not be able to pass this test. Zhu Muchelong, is it really impossible to practice 2 innate multi-dimensional Tao bodies at the same time in the ultra-dimensional realm? Yi Tian asked. Zhu Muchelong shook his head and sighed. It's not that you can't practice 2 innate multi-dimensional Tao bodies, it's just that it's impossible to do it in a normal extra-dimensional state. It's extremely difficult to practice 1 innate multi-dimensional Tao body, let alone they are 2 innate multi-dimensional Tao bodies, and the repulsion between the innate multi-dimensional Tao bodies must be resolved. The degree of repulsion between different innate multi-dimensional Tao bodies is different, even between 2 innate multi-dimensional Tao bodies with a relatively high degree of compatibility. There is also a lot of rejection. As for how to solve the rejection problem, I really don't know. 1. At this time, he thought of Master Wu Mu. Master Wu Mu has practiced 3 innate multi-dimensional Taoist bodies. Maybe he has a way to solve the rejection problem, but if you can't pass the assessment, you won't be able to get his method. Understood. Yi Tian did not continue to ask Zhu Muchelong because the other party did not know. However, he felt that the Wu Mu body, an innate multi-dimensional Taoist body, should be very compatible with his Kashapa wisdom body. The repulsion between the 2 innate multi-dimensional Taoist bodies should not be high, and he should still have great hope of practicing it, and can last for a long time. Moreover, even if something really goes wrong, he doesn't have to worry. After all, losing a cloned body will not have much impact on him. Start to understand the body of Wu Mu. Yi Tian murmured. Immediately, his soul and will penetrated into the true picture of Wu Mu, and soon he saw the first layer of content of the Wu Mu body inheritance. This layer of content was displayed in the form of the Wu Mu picture. If you can't understand this, naturally, even the real first-level content of the picture of Wu Mu cannot be glimpsed. Yi Tian was very calm, but Zhu Muchelong frowned because he couldn't understand the picture of Wu Mu. If you can't even understand the picture of Wu Mu, how can you practice? Yi Tian and Zhu Muchelong didn't speak to each other, silently studying the picture of Wu Mu. Yi Tian didn't know what Zhu Muchelong was thinking. At this moment, he was already immersed in the importance of understanding the picture of Ganwumu. It has to be said that the Wu Mu map is indeed very mysterious, even more complicated than those extra-dimensional passages. But if it wasn't complicated, wouldn't it allow other super-dimensional realms to easily obtain the inheritance of the Black Mother's body? Even the first level of inheritance is enough to excite many people in the extra-dimensional realm. The Lord of Wu Mu realm is not a kind person. If you want to obtain his inheritance, you will not get any benefit if you don't have enough understanding, talent and qualifications. Next, Yi Tian began to work hard to comprehend, and use the Yutian Lotus platform to achieve enlightenment in the outside world, but the grade of the Yutian Lotus platform was still a bit low. So, he went to other places and purchased high-level super-dimensional Taoist soldiers that were better than Yuti and Lotai. The effects were similar and could be used for deduction and analysis, but the side effects were also great, but they had no effect on him. The high-level super-dimensional Taoist weapon he purchased was called the 13th level Bloody Lotus. He used the 13th level Bloody Lotus to continuously deduce and analyze, and his analysis of the Wumu diagram became more and more thorough, and he became more and more understanding. After a period of time, Yi Tian has completely understood the Wumu diagram and truly obtained the first layer of the Wumu body hidden in the Wumu diagram. In an instant, countless mysteries poured into his mind and were accepted by him. At this moment, he already knew how to cultivate the body of Wumu. Immediately, he looked at the strange wood-red dragon next to him, still frowning tightly, as if there was no progress. Let me remind you of Jumu Chalong. After all, it was he who brought me here. Even though I brought him into the safest extra-dimensional passage and entered the real place of inheritance, I can't get any benefits from Jumu Chalong. Then I'm not too embarrassed. 0 Please give me flowers. Therefore, Yi Shang told Jumu Chalong about his experience on how to analyze the insect mother diagram. As for whether Juimu Chalong can truly understand the Wumu diagram, it depends on Juimu Chalong himself. After all, there are some things that cannot be said with his mouth, or even recorded, and can only be understood by himself. Yi Tian, thank you very much. Jumu Chalong smiled. Without Yi Tian's guidance, it would be difficult for him to see the first level of the Black Mother's body. If he couldn't even see the content, how would he be able to practice? It goes without saying that he would pass the assessment. Immediately, he followed Yi Tian's instructions to understand the picture of Wumu, and as expected, he began to gain results. However, even so, if he wanted to truly obtain the first level of the Black Mother's body, it would not be something he could do in a short time. Yi Tian has obtained the first level of the Black Mother's body and is ready to start practicing. The first level of the Black Mother body does not require any auxiliary materials. For example, Kashyapa Wisdom body also requires Kashyapa Wisdom leaves, and the Black Mist multidimensional body also requires Black Mist energy. However, getting started with the first level of the Black Mother body only requires cultivation. Just create a picture of Wumu, and then use the picture of Wumu to enter the body, causing the physical body to transform and become the first layer of the Wumu body. Using the Wumu diagram to understand the first level of the Wumu body, and then in turn cultivating a Wumu diagram, it is indeed one of the inheritances of the sixth realm. Yi Tian began to practice the first level of Wu Emu's body, but even at the first level, if the cultivation failed, his body would still be severely damaged. But, Yi Tian has completely understood the content of the first level of the Black Mother's body, and his success rate is still very high. Immediately, he began to practice with all his strength. I saw lines of ultra-dimensional regular light gradually emerging around his body, which seemed to be condensing the figure of the Wumu according to the cultivation method of the Wumu body. However, he was practicing in the outside world and using a replica body from the outside world to try. In this way, even if the practice fails, you can practice again, and the Jumu Chalong will not be able to discover the extraordinary. Chapter 3274 Three Crows Secret Technique. It's really difficult to practice the first level of the Black Mother's body. It's impossible to master it the first time. Yi Tian soon ushered in failure. Boom, his physical body began to crack, but Kashyapa Wisdom body was repairing his body. After all, his Kashyapa Wisdom body had reached the first level of Dacheng state, and its own recovery speed was very fast, far surpassing other third-level states. The super-dimensional realm. In the end, his replica body was only seriously injured and did not die. If he was given enough time, he could still recover. However, this time the cultivation failed and the potential of his physical body was damaged. Unless there are extremely precious treasures to repair the foundation wounds. But he didn't care, and directly released the duplicate body, allowing the second duplicate body to continue practicing the first level of the Black Mother's body. The second time, he went very smoothly, avoiding 6, 7, 7 mistakes. Soon, Yi Tian had completely mastered the Wu Mu 2, and then the Wu Mu 2 integrated into his body and began to cause the transformation of his physical body. But at this time, the Wu Emu's body conflicted with the wisdom body of Kashyapa, but this rejection it is far lower than the original rejection of the intelligent body of Kashyapa and the multi-dimensional body of Black Mist. Sure enough, the compatibility between Wu Emu's body and Kashyapa's wisdom body should be very high, and this is a complete innate multi-dimensional Tao body, which is many times less repulsive than the original rejection between Kashyapa's wisdom body and the Black Mist multi-dimensional body. Yi Tian suppressed the rejection and used various resources to promote the transformation of Wu Emu's body. As time passed, the first layer of Wu Emu's body gradually transformed, and the rejection continued. However, with Yi Tian's current strength, it would be no problem to at least suppress and repel thousands of super-dimensional eras. But if the problem of rejection is not solved, it will be impossible to attack the fourth realm in the future. I hope there is a solution in the inheritance of Wumu Realm Master, otherwise we will have to give up an innate multi-dimensional Taoist body. Yi Tian murmured, the effect of the first layer of the Wu Mu body is beyond that of Kassapa's wisdom body. The first layer of the Wu Mu body alone can strengthen the physical body 50 times. This is still the first level to enter, and Kassapa's wisdom body is the first level. Entering can only strengthen the physical body 30 times. When Kassapa's wisdom body is cultivated to the second level of Dacheng limit, it can increase the strength of the physical body by 200 times, but when the body of Wu Mu is cultivated to the first level of Dacheng limit, it has a physical body strength of 150 times. It can be seen that if the second level of Dacheng limit is reached, definitely far more than 200 times. In such a comparison, the wisdom body of Kassapa is very ordinary. In addition, the Wu Mu body also has extremely terrifying defensive effects, and its supporting innate multi-dimensional secret skill, the Wu Mu realm, once deployed, can draw combat capabilities from the depths of the superdimensional void. Continuously replenishes energy and lasts for a long time. If you cooperate with the Wu Mu realm to create a forbidden super-dimensional magical power that consumes all your body's strength, the combat effectiveness will be very terrifying. You can treat that forbidden super-dimensional magical power as an ordinary one. Come and show it. The Black Mother body has a total of 5 levels, and it must not be given up. If the rejection problem cannot be solved, then we have to give up the Kassapa wisdom body. Yi Tian said secretly, the inheritance place of Wu Mu Realm Lord. In front of the true picture of Wu Mu, Yi Tian used this cloned body to practice the Wu Mu body again, and soon successfully mastered it. Jui Muchalong on the side was stunned. He didn't even see the first layer of the real Black Mother's body. As a result, Yi Tian had already mastered it. What kind of efficiency was this? He was really stimulated. After Yi Tian completed the first level of Wu Emu's body, Wu Emu's true diagram released a ray of light that enveloped Yi Tian, making it impossible for the outside world to see what was happening inside. Now, Yi Tian is selecting rewards. He has mastered the first level of Wu Emu's body, which means he has succeeded in the test. Very good stuff. Yi Tian wished he could choose all the treasures listed in Wumu Juntu, but he could only choose one. After some selection, he chose the treasure that would help him the most, the 9 Palaces picture. Juwutu. It can assist in understanding the super-dimensional rules, and is helpful for those in the super-dimensional realm below the realm of 100 super-dimensional rules. It can also be used as a defensive weapon, and the weapon level is comparable to super-dimensional Taoist soldiers. As a weapon, this 9 Wutu is equivalent to a weapon at the level of a super-dimensional Taoist soldier, and it can also assist in understanding the super-dimensional rules. As long as his level of super-dimensional rules does not exceed 100, it will have a supporting role. Powers like Qiong Palace may not have such precious items. Even if they do, they will use them as palace treasures. He naturally needed such a treasure, so he chose it. The Juwu picture instantly appeared in his hand. He picked it up, and it would completely belong to him from now on. He didn't show it to Jui Muchalong, after all, this was his reward. Immediately afterwards, Wu Mu Juntu conveyed another message, which was about the second test. The content of the second assessment surprised him, because the second test required him to practice 2 innate multi-dimensional Tao bodies and perfectly solve the problem of rejection. Yi Tian has already mastered 2 innate multi-dimensional Tao bodies, so he can skip this one directly. Next, he only needs to solve the rejection problem to pass the second test. If Yi Tian were left to figure it out on his own, he would definitely not be able to figure it out. But the Lord of Wumu Realm also gave him a secret method, the 3 Crows secret method. The first level of this Sanwu secret method can initially solve the problem of rejection between 2 innate multi-dimensional Tao bodies. However, if you want to use the power of the 2 innate multi-dimensional Tao bodies at will without any problems, you must practice this secret method to the first level. Dacheng Extreme Realm. Soon, Yi Tian accepted the Sanwu secret method. The 3 Crows secret method is too mysterious. If I were asked to create it, I wouldn't be able to create it at all. Yi Tian was very excited. Immediately afterwards, he will practice the 3 Crows secret technique. Once he has initially mastered it, the rejection problem in his body will be initially solved. By then, you can imagine how terrifying his combat power of 0.1 will be, and he can definitely easily defeat the average fourth realm of extra dimensions. Buzz. The light spreads, and the real picture of Wu Mu turns into its normal appearance. At this time, Zhu Muchalong said, Yi Tian, have you mastered the first level of Wu Mu's body? Have you received a reward? Is there any Wu Mu true liquid in the reward? Zhu Muchalong asked. Yi Tian nodded and said, well, I have already mastered the first level of Wu Mu's body. There are many treasures in the reward list. I took a look and found that there is indeed Wu Mu's true liquid. It's good to have it. Long was very excited and motivated. He decided to practice the first level of Wu Mu's body. Once he completed it, he took off completely. Yi Tian did not disturb Zhu Muchalong's practice and was ready to start practicing Sanwu secret. Chapter 3275 Soul Vase. The first level of the Three Crows secret technique is very mysterious and complex, but once it is mastered, it will form a Three Crows diagram, which will cover the two innate multi-dimensional Tao bodies with the Three Crows diagram, causing the two innate multi-dimensional Tao bodies to merge into the Three Crows diagram. Under the influence of the Three Wu Tu, they gradually fit together, and the mutual repulsion will be suppressed by the Three Wu Tu, or in other words, melted away by the Three Wu Tu. As long as the three Wu diagrams are not broken, the two innate multi-dimensional Tao bodies will not be mutually exclusive. However, Yi Tian is also very clear that Sanwutu only treats the symptoms but not the root cause, but at least it can solve the problem of rejection of the innate multi-dimensional Tao body. There may be a better solution, but it is currently unavailable to him. Time flies. Yi Tian has been studying the Three Crows secret method, but he has to admit that this secret is too difficult to understand. Even if he uses the 13th level Blood Lotus, he can only analyze 1% of Sanwu's secret method in one extra-dimensional era. In other words, it would take at least 100 extra-dimensional epochs for him to truly understand the content of the first level of Sanwu's secret method. 100 Super Dimension 05 epochs is just 100 Super Dimension epochs. Once I master the Three Crows secret technique, it will be of great benefit to me. Yi Tian murmured, and in these 100 extra-dimensional eras, his duplicate body in the inheritance place of the Lord of Wu Mu realm was fully engaged in comprehending the Nine Wu Tu and comprehending the secret method of Wang Wu, which was completed by other duplicate bodies. Boom! His soul and will entered the Nine Wu Tu, and he silently comprehended the super-dimensional rules contained in the Nine Wu Tu. Coupled with the effect of the multi-dimensional wisdom light, his understanding of the super-dimensional rules became deeper and deeper, and the realm of the super-dimensional rules it is also improving rapidly. Unknowingly, 100 extra-dimensional epochs of time have passed. 26 super-dimensional rule realms. Yi Tian was very excited. Juwutu is indeed a treasure rewarded in the 6th realm, and it will be of great help to him in improving the realm of super-dimensional rules. At the beginning, his superdimensional rules were still 15, but now they have been directly upgraded to 26. In short, until the super-dimensional rules are upgraded to the realm of 100 super-dimensional rules, there is no need to worry about the bottleneck problem. And once he understands the realm of 100 extra-dimensional rules, he can 100% break through to the 4th realm. At that time, although Juwutu was of little help to him, it could be left to the human race, because the human race had cultivated more 4th-level superdimensional realms. The value of Juwutu is simply an incredible treasure for a force. Not only has the realm of superdimensional rules been upgraded to 26 superdimensional rules, but the secret method of the Three Crows is also about to be understood. Yi Tian tried his best to understand the secret method of Sanwu. This day, he finally realized the secret method of Sanwu. Boom! 2 multi-dimensional golden crows appeared on Yi Tian's body, surrounding his body and gradually forming a three-crow picture. Then, the 3 Wutu merged into the body, covering the 2 innate multi-dimensional Tao bodies of Kashyap's wisdom body and Wumu's body. Gradually, the rejection between the 2 innate multi-dimensional Tao bodies disappeared. Not only that, Sanwu private law cannot slowly repair the physical damage caused by rejection. However, Yi Tian doesn't care about physical damage. He can completely recondensate and copy his body, recultivate the body of Wu Mu, and practice the Three Crows secret method at the same time, so that no physical damage will be caused. The Three Crows secret technique is only for the first time entering the first level. Only when it reaches the limit of the first level, can it truly activate the 2 innate multi-dimensional Tao bodies without any limit. Yi Tian is also very clear about the difficulty of practicing the Three Crows secret technique. It is so difficult to first enter the first level. If you want to practice it to the limit of the first level, it will take absolutely terrifying years, but as long as you give him enough time, he will be able to truly break through to the first level of Dacheng limit. At this moment, Wumu Juntu sensed that Yi Tian had mastered the Three Crows' secret technique, and a ray of light enveloped him. Seeing this scene, Jui Muchalong was stunned. He never expected that Yi Tian had completed the second test. He had not even passed the first test, and he did not know what the second test was. At this moment, he was extremely envious. Yi Tian is currently selecting rewards. The rewards after completing the second test are undoubtedly better, and the grade has been upgraded by 1 level. For the last reward, he chose Juwutu, but now there are even more rewards that are better than Juwutu. Which reward should I choose? Yi Tian looked at each treasure one by one, and finally made a choice. This is it. He chose the Soul Vase, which is a quasi-innate multi-dimensional treasure, but it is much higher than the Juwutu. It is very close to the real innate multi-dimensional treasure, and there is only the last step left to advance to the innate multi-dimensional treasure, but it was taken away before the final transformation was completed. But the value of the spiritual treasure bottle is no less than that of ordinary innate multi-dimensional treasures, because it can help the super-dimensional realm to temporarily improve the understanding, and it is not a little improvement but a surge of 10 times or even 100 times. However, the price of using the Soul Aquarius is very high. The initial use will only make the mind slightly exhausted and the soul will be weak. However, if the Soul Aquarius is fully activated, it is normal for the soul and will to collapse and the mind to be exhausted and die. Even if there is a treasure that can restore the soul, will and mind, long-term use will still leave incurable traces, which will limit future breakthroughs to higher realms, making it impossible to break through in the future. But Yi Tian doesn't care. The Soul Vase is perfect for him. Not only can it assist him in comprehending the Three Crows' secret method, but it can also be used in conjunction with the 13th level Blood Lotus and the multi-dimensional Wisdom Light to comprehend the super-dimensional rules. Multidimensional Wisdom Light is also used to enhance understanding, and if coupled with the Soul Bottle 247, the effect will be even more terrifying. So, he chose the Soul Vase. Wow! The spiritual treasure bottle appeared and fell into his hands, completely belonging to him. Then, the light dissipated and everything returned to calm. I thought there would be a third test, but I didn't expect that the first test would be gone. However, Wu Mu Juntu completely gave him the complete inheritance of Wu Mu's body. It's a pity that there are no more tests. If I were given a few more tests, I could get more treasures. Yi Tian was filled with regret. There were so many good things, each one was a supreme treasure, and he wished he could take them all. Jui Muchalong, there are no more tests here. I'm leaving. What about you? Yi Tian asked. Ju Muchalong didn't want to leave. He shook his head. Yi Tian, please leave first. I want to continue to understand the true picture of Wu Mu here. I must obtain the first level of Wu Mu's body and practice it. Quote. Okay, then you just stay here. I'm leaving first. Yi Tian left from the superdimensional passage. He originally wanted to go to 15 other safe extra-dimensional passages, but he didn't expect that the other 15 extra-dimensional passages would not allow him to enter. Sure enough, there are no loopholes. The Lord of the Black Mother Realm will not let a super-dimensional realm get too many things. Seeing this, Yi Tian left directly. Chapter 3276, Keep practicing, your strength skyrockets. It is very troublesome to enter this inheritance place, but it is easy to get out. Wow, Yi Tian came out of this dimension and returned to the human race. This time, from the inheritance place of the Lord of Wumu Realm, he obtained the inheritance of Wumu Body, the Three Crows' secret technique, the 9 Wutu, and the Soul Vase. No matter which one they are, if placed in the outside world, they are enough to make the Fourth Realm people crazy. But now, these things all belong to him. In the days that followed, Yi Tian focused on understanding the rules of the super dimension, practicing the 300 secret techniques, and the body of the Black Mother. With the help of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd essence of the Wu Mu body, it is not difficult to improve. However, the practice of Kashapa wisdom body must be temporarily suspended, otherwise the multi-dimensional treasure gourd essence will not be enough. Let's see the effect of the soul bottle first. Yi Tian used the spiritual vase to place it in the extra-dimensional realm within his body, and his soul, will, and mind were integrated into the spiritual vase. Exclamation mark exclamation mark exclamation mark exclamation mark. The spiritual vase releases white light, assisting Yi Tian to understand the rules of dimension. At this time, Yi Tian used the multi-dimensional wisdom light again to comprehend the 9 black pictures to comprehend the super-dimensional rules. In addition, his other cloned bodies also use the 13th level Blood Lotus to analyze the superdimensional rules. After the many effects were superimposed, Yi Tian's efficiency in comprehending the superdimensional rules reached an incredible level. It's too fast, it seems like all the superdimensional rules have no secrets. Yi Tian was very excited. With this efficiency, he could definitely quickly improve the superdimensional rules in a short period of time. But, so many treasures were used, and every treasure would damage the body and destroy the foundation, causing each of his cloned bodies to be destroyed. Time passed slowly, and before you knew it, another 100 extra-dimensional eras had passed. This time, his improvement was much greater than last time. 50 extra-dimensional rules. Yi Tian was excited. In a short period of time, he has upgraded the super-dimensional rules to the 50 realms. The speed of this progress is terrifying. Moreover, his Wu Mu body has also undergone transformation, from the first level of initial entry to the first level of small accomplishment. The body of Wu Mu, who is at the first level of Shaochang, has increased the strength of the physical body more than the body of Yi Wisdom. After the two are superimposed, the physical body amplification effect becomes even more terrifying. In addition, he has also cultivated the Three Crows secret technique to the first level of Shaochang. Although he is still unable to activate the wisdom body of Kashapa and the body of Wumu at will, he can at least exert 70% to 80% of the power without affecting himself. My current strength is too strong. I can easily inflict serious damage on the ordinary fourth realm. My combat power is definitely comparable to that of the powerful fourth realm of extra dimensions. I can even escape with my life from the hands of the top fourth realm of extra dimensions. Yi Tian estimated, but even though he is so powerful, he is still very low-key and will not provoke those overlord-level super-dimensional forces. There is no need. Now that he has so many treasures, he can just keep practicing. After his cultivation reaches the fourth level, he won't need to worry about other forces in the 5000 territory. The inheritance place of Wu Mu Realm Lord. In front of the true picture of Wu Mu. Jui Muchalong had been meditating, and suddenly he burst out laughing. Ha 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 ha, I finally saw the content of the first layer of the Black Mother's body. He was very excited. Although it took more than 200 extra-dimensional epochs, he was already satisfied with being able to see the contents of the first layer of the Black Mother's body. Thanks to Yi Tian's guidance, otherwise if you give me 1000 extra-dimensional epochs of time, I may not be able to understand the Wumu diagram and see the contents of the first layer of the Wumu body. Jui Muchalong secretly said. However, he has only obtained the first level of the Black Mother's body. It will be very difficult to completely master the first level of the Bird Mother's body. And once the cultivation fails, his physical body will be severely damaged. But he had no choice, he had to practice to reach the first level of the Black Mother body. It's not yet time to practice the first level of the Wu Mu body. You must continue to comprehend until you have completely understood the first level of the Wu Mu body, and then you can practice the first level of the Wu Mu body. With this plan in mind, after that, Jui Muchalong continued to comprehend. He was prepared to spend thousands of extra-dimensional epochs to understand it, but he didn't believe that he wouldn't be able to fully understand it. While Jui Muchalong was still comprehending the first level of the Black Mother's body, Yi Tian was already improving his strength at a terrifying speed, rapidly increasing his strength every moment. Gradually, more than 200 extra-dimensional epochs of time passed. This day, Yi Tian was very excited, because he finally created a taboo super-dimensional magical power that was extremely suitable for him. This super-dimensional magical power was only suitable for him, and would not be suitable if it was used by other super-dimensional realms. This forbidden super-dimensional magical power can instantly explode 100% of the whole body's power, consuming the whole body's power to form a super-dimensional magical attack. In other words, after this move, his strength will be exhausted and he will have no power to fight anymore. But with this move combined with the world of the Black Mother, you can quickly restore your strength, and you will have the power to fight again. You can restore your whole body's strength in a short time, and you can use forbidden super-dimensional magical powers again. This extra-dimensional magical power took him hundreds of extra-dimensional epochs of time to create, and it still had the assistance of the spiritual treasure bottle. Otherwise, it would be difficult for him to create it. Yi Tian named this super-dimensional magical power Black Light Thorn. At the extreme level, he can display 3 Black Light Thorns, but currently he can only display 1 Black Light Thorn. But even a Black Light Thorn can still instantly kill the average 4th realm, severely damage the powerful 4th realm, and even threaten the top 4th realm. He also tested his other cloned bodies. Even with the powerful defense of the Black Mother's body, plus Kashyapa's wisdom body, he still couldn't stop it and was instantly killed. Moreover, this is because his Wu Mu body has not been raised to the first level of Dacheng limit, and the Sanwu's secret method has not been cultivated to the first level of Dacheng state, otherwise his strength can be improved a lot goodly. Perhaps I can hunt down a being in the fourth realm and use the multi-dimensional vase to condense the multi-dimensional cultivation essence of the fourth realm, so that I can easily upgrade my cultivation to the peak of the third realm. With this idea in mind, he began to inquire about the fourth realm. And a single fourth-level extra-dimensional creature is undoubtedly the most suitable target. However, the fourth realm itself is extremely rare, and it is naturally not easy to obtain information about this powerful existence. In the end, Yi Tian decided to attack the fourth realm among practitioners. Let's attack the Dragon Wolf Realm Master, Yi Tian decided. The Lord of the Dragon Wolf Realm is the ancestor of the Red Wolf family, and he once took action against him. He honestly traded with the Red Wolf family, but the Dragon Wolf Realm Lord still didn't want to snatch the multi-dimensional vase from him. Now that his strength has improved, he naturally wants revenge. Soon, he rushed to the Red Wolf family. Chapter 3277 Killing the Lord of Dragon Wolf Realm. The Red Wolf family. The Red Wolf family, which only has one member of the fourth realm, can be considered the weakest overlord-level super-dimensional force, and the Dragon Wolf Realm Master of the Red Wolf family almost always sits in the Red Wolf family, so other overlord-level super-dimensional forces will not deliberately offend the Red Wolf family. Every super-dimensional realm member of the Red Wolf family is proud of the Red Wolf family. There are a large number of extra-dimensional realms here, and there are too many treasures of various resources. And deep in the Red Wolf family, there is a special treasure place here. It was moved from a place by the Dragon Wolf Realm Master, and he has also been sitting here for a long time. This is also the safest place for the Red Wolf family, with a large number of formations deployed. Even if other fourth realm extra-dimensional realms forcefully attack here, it will not be easy to break through. Yi Tian came to the vicinity of the Red Wolf family. After some investigation, he decided that it would be better to lure the Dragon Wolf Realm Master out. If they attack the Red Wolf family directly, the Dragon Wolf Realm Master might escape, or he might ask for help, and it would be difficult to kill him. How to elicit it? Pretending to be a near-invincible super-dimensional person from the third realm, he came to attack the Red Wolf family, rob a treasure house, and then escape quickly. In this way, the Dragon Wolf Realm Master will definitely chase him. When he comes to chase him, I will directly unleash all my strength and kill him instantly. 783. Yi Tian planned to do this. Soon, Yi Tian disguised himself as a monster in the late third realm and attacked the Red Wolf family. Somewhere in the Red Wolf family. After Yi Tian appeared, he took action directly. Boom! A destructive light came through the superdimensional void, instantly shattering countless buildings and formations, and then grabbed a treasure house with one hand and quickly snatched it away. Court Death. A strong man at the peak of the third realm from the Red Wolf family appeared. He was the Lord of Longgay Realm from the Red Wolf family. The leader of Longgay Realm tried to intercept Yi Tian, but Yi Tian used an extra-dimensional magical power to directly knock him away and initially injured the opponent. Of course, this was Yi Tian's move to hide his strength, otherwise he could kill a mere third-level super-dimensional person with a wave of his hand. After the Master of Longgay Realm was injured, he did not stop tracking, and other third realms of the Red Wolf family appeared one after another, trying to intercept Yi Tian, but Yi Tian's display speed was too fast, and these third realms could not stop him at all. Ancestor! Each one shouted in the third realm. As the fourth realm master of the Red Wolf family, the Dragon Wolf Realm Master naturally knew it immediately. Seeing that these juniors in the third realm couldn't even stop a guy in the late third realm, he couldn't help but cursed. What a waste, even the enemies in the later stages of the third realm require me, the ancestor, to take action myself. Wow! He crossed over in one step and intercepted Yi Tian. Die! His power exploded, as if he wanted to crush Yi Tian with just one thought. In his opinion, with his cultivation in the fourth realm, isn't it just an idea to kill someone in the late third realm? But the next moment, he was trembling with coldness, as if he was wrapped in great terror. Despair, fear. At this moment, he finally understood that this was a trap. There is a fourth realm who wants to attack and kill him and deliberately lure him out. His soul and will explored the surroundings, looking for the fourth realm hidden in the darkness but found none. At this time, he suddenly discovered that the real crisis came from the late stage of the third realm before him. But it was too late for him to retreat. Black Light Thorn. Yi Tian waved his hand, and the terrifying black light from the sun shot towards the Dragon and Wolf Realm Master. The Dragon Wolf Realm Master tried to dodge, but couldn't. He could only activate a super dimensional Taoist weapon on his body to defend himself. Boom! His body was hit by the black light thorn. The super dimensional Taoist soldiers resisted 30% of the black light thorn's power. The remaining 70% of the black light thorn penetrated into his body and completely destroyed his soul and will. Also beaten to pieces. With one blow, the Dragon Wolf Realm Master fell. Then, Yi Tian waved his hand, took away the body of the Dragon Wolf Realm Master and fled quickly. Below, a group of Red Wolf family members in the Third Realm were stunned and in complete disbelief. This was their 4th level ancestor, and he was unexpectedly instantly killed by a 3rd level person. The ancestor has fallen. It's over. Our Red Wolf family is over. Losing the only ancestor of the 4th realm, the Red Wolf family is equivalent to losing the 4th realm, and has completely fallen from the Overlord level super-dimensional power. Although it will not be destroyed, its strength has plummeted, and many resources cannot be saved. Moreover, the Red Wolf family has always had a bad reputation, and it was only because of the protection of the Lord of the Dragon Wolf realm that they were able to live in peace and harmony. But now, there will definitely be many forces that will attack them, and there will be a lot of troubles in the future. Soon, someone from the 4th realm came to investigate the situation, but they could no longer track Yi Tian. However, they can be sure that the person who attacked and killed the Dragon and Wolf Realm Master was definitely the guy who snatched a multi-dimensional treasure gourd from the Withered Vine Forest Sea. Only that 3rd realm person has the potential to kill the 4th realm, and the opponent is sure with a big breakthrough, otherwise it would not be possible to kill the Dragon and Wolf Realm Master instantly. Jukai Chamber of Commerce. The 6 Shadows Realm Master and the Duogu Realm Master also heard that the Dragon Wolf Realm Master was killed. Although the Dragon Wolf Realm Master was only a weak 4th realm with early cultivation of the 4th realm, he was still the 4th realm. It is not easy to fall in the 4th realm, let alone kill instantly. The ultra-dimensional realm in the late 4th realm may not be able to severely damage the ultra-dimensional realm in the early 4th realm with one move. Of course, if the Master of the 6th Shadow Realm wants to kill the Master of the Dragon and Wolf Realm instantly, he can do it, but he is in the extra-dimensional realm with the peak cultivation level of the 4th realm, and the attacker is a guy in the late 3rd realm. Master of the 6th Shadow Realm, this 3rd realm should be the 3rd realm that escaped from us. The other party was very mysterious and could not be traced. He also snatched away a multi-dimensional treasure gourd. Now it seems that he used the multi-dimensional treasure to the gourd condenses a lot of the essence of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd, allowing the innate multi-dimensional Tao body to break through, maybe entering the 2nd level, and then there is hope to kill the Dragon and Wolf Realm Master instantly. 11. What is that guy's identity? He has such strength in the 3rd realm. I couldn't find out my identity. I initially suspected that the other party was from the Tianjia clan. However, the Tianjia clan is only powerful in the Great Realm Armor technique, but not very powerful. It is impossible to cultivate such a monster in the 3rd realm. That's right, it can't be the Tianjia clan, but it's also not from the 3rd realm of a small force. The opponent has obtained the multi-dimensional treasure gourd. If there are not enough special resources, it will not be possible to condense a large amount of the essence of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd in a short time. We have almost no such special resources in territory number 5000, unless we are in territory no. 4000. Master of the 6th Shadow Realm, you mean that guy comes from the 4000th realm? It's not possible. How can the 3rd realm come from there? It's impossible to break through the extra-dimensional barrier of the border. Maybe there is movement in a certain weak point, or some special means can be used to get over. It is not that the 3rd realm has not been passed through in these endless years. Forget it, we can't find the other party, there's no need to pursue it. Such conversations were going on all over the number 5000 territory, but they couldn't find Yi Tian, so they naturally didn't continue to follow him. At the same time, Yi Tian came to a safe place and began to collect the treasures from the Dragon Wolf Realm Master. Chapter 3278 Attacking the 4th Realm. As the 4th realm of the extra-dimensional realm, the Master of the Dragon Wolf Realm is so rich, and many precious things from the Red Wolf family are placed on him. After all, it is safer to put them on him than in the treasure house. But now, with the death of the Dragon Wolf Realm Master, these treasures belong to Yi Tian. Soon, each treasure was taken out and sorted by Yi Tian. However, the wealth of the Dragon Wolf Realm Master is not as rich as he imagined. It seems that a lot of the wealth of the Dragon Wolf Realm Master has been consumed by him, used to improve his cultivation and other aspects. But Yi Tian still found an extremely precious thing, a replica of a multi-dimensional treasure bottle, and it was also a replica of a healing multi-dimensional treasure bottle. Its value was also very high. In addition, the original inheritance of the Black Mist multidimensional body also fell into his hands. After taking away all the wealth of the Dragon and Wolf Realm Master, Yi Tian used the multi-dimensional refining vase to swallow the body of the Dragon and Wolf Realm Master and began to breathe the multi-dimensional refining essence of the four realms. Once a drop of the cultivation essence of the four realms is condensed, Yi Tian's cultivation level can easily reach the peak of the third realm. Time passes slowly, and the essence of the four realms of multi-dimensional cultivation is not so easy to condense. It may take a long time to condense it. One extra-dimensional epoch after another passed. Time flies, and 30 super-dimensional epochs have passed. At this time, the first drop of the four realms multi-dimensional cultivation essence was successfully condensed. It is so slow to condense the multi-dimensional essence of the four realms. It seems that the limit of the multi-dimensional essence condensed from this multi-dimensional treasure bottle is the four realms. Yi Tian guessed. If it had an effect on the fifth realm would definitely come to collect or snatch away the multi-dimensional vase, but in fact it did not do so. Even for the ultra-dimensional realm at the peak of the fourth realm, the value of the multi-dimensional aquarium is limited to the power itself, and is of little help to individuals. Certainly, for Yi Tian, the four realms multi-dimensional cultivation essence is still of great help. He took out this drop of the four realms multi-dimensional cultivation essence and swallowed it in one gulp. Boom! A majestic energy emerged, impacting every part of Yi Tian's body, and was quickly absorbed by his powerful body. If an ordinary third-level person dares to refine the multi-dimensional refining essence of the fourth level, they may not be able to bear it and get injured. However, Yi Tian's body is too terrifying, much more terrifying than the average fourth-level person, so he is naturally not afraid of the fourth level. The energy of multi-refining essence can be easily refined and absorbed. As time passed, Yi Tian's cultivation level increased rapidly, gradually reaching the limit of the late third stage. Boom! Yi Tian hit the bottleneck again and again, and gradually the bottleneck was broken. Finally, his cultivation underwent a transformation and reached the pinnacle of the third realm. At this point, his cultivation has reached the limit of the third level, and there is no room for improvement. If you want to continue to improve your cultivation, you can only attack the fourth realm. Certainly, if Yi Tian attacks the fourth realm now, the success rate is also very high, but he is not in a hurry to attack the fourth realm. He has to upgrade the super-dimensional rules to 100 realms before he can attack the fourth realm. And his current realm of ultra-dimensional rules is very close to 100. During the 200 extra-dimensional eras when he created the Black Light Thorn, he was also comprehending the ultra-dimensional rules. Now, his super-dimensional rules have reached the level of 96. However, after reaching this level, the effect of the 9 Wutu is very weak. If you want to understand the last 4 super-dimensional rules, you have to spend a lot of time, years. It has to be said that it is really difficult for a normal third-level person to comprehend 100 extra-dimensional rules. That is to say, he has many great opportunities to do it. If it were other third realms, that would be impossible. It would be great if they could understand the superdimensional rules to 20 or 30 levels in the third realm, so as to take advantage of the very low chance of breakthrough. Good luck. If so, break through to the fourth realm. If you fail 2 or 3 times, there will be no hope of the third realm. In the 5000 territory, there are countless third realms that have failed many times. They have no hope of becoming the fourth realm in the future. This also means that the fourth realm of the 5 bracelet territory is too rare. In the blink of an eye, more than 40 extra-dimensional eras have passed. This day, Yi Tian's realm of super-dimensional rules finally reached the level of 100. After reaching the realm of 100 ultra-dimensional rules, Yi Tian finally understood the difference between 199 realms, and why after reaching the realm of 100 ultra-dimensional rules, there was a 100% chance of breaking through to the fourth realm. Because after comprehending the realm of 100 ultra-dimensional rules, you can condense the 100 realms of ultra-dimensional rules into a realm of ultra-dimensional rules. Within the realm of ultra-dimensional rules, you are almost invincible. 0 Please give me flowers. If the original Dragon and Wolf Realm Master had reached 100 levels of super-dimensional rules, Yi Tian would not be able to kill him at all. At the beginning, the opponent's realm of super-dimensional rules seemed to be the realm of 40 or 50. It was probably a fluke that he broke through to the fourth realm, and after breaking through to the fourth realm, his progress was very slow. Buzz. The super-dimensional rules spread and formed a majestic realm. He seemed to be able to wipe out the most powerful third realm with a single thought, and he could wipe out a group of third realms with just one breath. This is the scary thing about the field of super-dimensional rules. This is still the first time to enter the field of ultra-dimensional rules. If you understand 1,000 ultra-dimensional rules, the field of ultra-dimensional rules can reach the realm of Shaocheng. With 10,000 ultra-dimensional rules, the field of ultra-dimensional rules can reach the realm of Dacheng. 0. If you want to elevate the field of super-dimensional rules to a perfect state, you need to understand 100,000 super-dimensional rules. For Yi Tian, 100,000 extra-dimensional rules are too far away, but at least 10,000 extra-dimensional rules are not that far away. I can attack the fourth realm. Once I become the fourth realm's super-dimensional rules, my strength will inevitably skyrocket. By then, it will be enough to rival the top fourth realm's extra-dimensional rules. On the territory of number 5,000, even if it is not invincible, it will be about there. Human race. Yi Tian prepared a large amount of resources and began to attack the fourth realm. Naturally, he understood the secret of the impact of the third realm on the fourth realm, which was to allow the extra-dimensional realm within the body to complete its dimension upgrade and become a higher dimension. The extra-dimensional realm within the body must be perfect, otherwise the dimension upgrade would easily fail, thus leading to the collapse of the extra-dimensional realm within the body and even the death of oneself. Start. 100 realms of ultra-dimensional rules turn into the realm of ultra-dimensional rules and integrate into the ultra-dimensional realm in the body, assisting the ultra-dimensional realm in the body to evolve in dimension. Boom. The extra-dimensional world within the body begins to rise in dimension, and a large amount of extra-dimensional resources pour into the extra-dimensional world within the body to help it complete its transformation. Boom. The extra-dimensional realm in Yi Tian's body began to transform, and his physical body also began to transform. This was a successful breakthrough, and the process was very smooth without any problems. This is the 100% success rate of breaking through the realm of 100 extra-dimensional rules. Chapter 3279 The second level of Kashyapa's wisdom body. After a long time, Yi Tian completely completed the breakthrough and his cultivation reached the early stage of the fourth realm. As soon as he broke through to the fourth realm, he discovered that his strength had far exceeded the peak of the third realm, and his current combat power was among the top ranks in the fourth realm. After the breakthrough was completed, he replaced all other cloned bodies with fourth-level cloned bodies. Then, he took out the essence of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd, once again used the superdimensional realm in his body to nourish the multi-dimensional treasure gourd, and began to condense the essence of the four-dimensional multi-dimensional treasure gourd. The essence of the four-dimensional treasure gourd in the four realms should have more obvious effects on the innate multi-dimensional body. However, it is not so easy to condense the essence of the four-dimensional multi-dimensional treasure gourd. Even if Yi Tian crazily activates the source of the extra-dimensional realm in his body to nourish the multi-dimensional treasure gourd, it will take at least 10 extra-dimensional epochs to reach. 050, it can condense a drop of the essence of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd of the four realms. In the blink of an eye, 10 extra-dimensional eras have passed. This day, a drop of the essence of the four-dimensional multi-dimensional treasure gourd was condensed. Yi Tian swallowed it in one gulp and used it to improve Wu Emu's body. Boom. As if it has been hungry for countless years, Wu Emu's body is constantly absorbing the energy of the essence of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd in the four realms, and is rapidly tempering it. The effect is amazing. Very good. According to this efficiency, it won't be long before I can cultivate the first level of Wu Emu's body to the Dacheng realm, and I can also cultivate the Kashyapa wisdom body to the first level of Dacheng limit and even the second level. Quote. In the following days, Yi Tian tried his best to nourish the multi-dimensional treasure gourd, condense the essence of the four-dimensional multi-dimensional treasure gourd, and then use it to improve his cultivation. Since it takes time to refine the essence of the four realms multi-dimensional treasure gourd, once a drop of the four realms multi-dimensional treasure gourd's essence is used up, the multi-dimensional treasure gourd condenses another drop of the four realms multi-dimensional treasure gourd's essence, which is enough to ensure that he always has the four realms multi-dimensional treasure gourd's essence. The treasure gourd essence is supplied, and there will never be a shortage of this four-dimensional multi-dimensional treasure gourd essence. In this way, one extra-dimensional epoch after another passed. Unknowingly, dozens of extra-dimensional eras passed by. This day, Boom! Yi Tian's Wu Mu body completed a breakthrough and reached the first level of Dacheng state, and his physical quality increased many times. After a period of time passed, Kashyap's wisdom body reached the limit of the first level of Dacheng. Next, it needed to break the shackles and advance to the second level. To this end, Yi Tian began to accumulate the essence of the four-dimensional multi-dimensional treasure gourd, because a drop of the essence of the four-realm multi-dimensional treasure gourd may not guarantee that he can break the shackles, so he naturally had to accumulate more essence of the four-realm multi-dimensional treasure gourd. In this way, some days passed, and he accumulated 10 drops of the essence of the four-dimensional multi-dimensional treasure gourd, and then he began to attack the second level of Kashyap's wisdom body. A place for retreat and practice. Yi Tian swallowed 10 drops of the essence of the four-dimensional multi-dimensional treasure gourd in one breath, and then began to attack the bottleneck of Kashyap's wisdom body. Rumble. Under the impact again and again, the energy burst out from the essence of the four-dimensional multi-dimensional treasure gourd directly impacted the bottleneck. In an instant, Kashyap's wisdom body underwent a transformation. His physical quality was skyrocketing every moment, and his healing ability became extremely terrifying. The key is that the innate multi-dimensional secret skill of multi-dimensional wisdom light, which is most valued by Yi Tian, is far more advanced than before, and its ability to assist in understanding super-dimensional rules will inevitably be greatly improved. This also means that Yi Tian's realm of super-dimensional rules will improve faster in the future. Soon, the second-level Kashyapa wisdom body was completely stabilized. With the breakthrough of Kashyap's wisdom body, the increase in physical fitness is not high, but it is of great help to me. In the following days, I will focus on improving the body of Wu Mu. This innate multi-dimensional Taoist body is the one with the greatest increase in combat power. The innate multi-dimensional Tao body is far beyond the wisdom body of Kashyapa. The days after, Yi Tian spent a lot of time improving Wu Mu's body, and at the same time he also understood and practiced the super-dimensional rules. But, after Juwutu didn't help him much, it was extremely difficult for him to continue to improve his superdimensional rules. Fortunately, he also has a soul bottle and a multi-dimensional wisdom light. In addition, after breaking through to the fourth level of cultivation, his soul will have transformed, and he is more consistent with the super-dimensional rules. It is naturally easier to understand the super-dimensional rules. However, it is very difficult for him to improve his cultivation. Even if he has the cultivation essence of the four realms, he cannot improve his cultivation in a short time. It will take a long time to improve his cultivation to the middle of the fourth realm. And as time goes by, progress in other aspects has also slowed down. This day, Yi Tian took out the black statue again for study. It was a black statue from the Kuntong realm master. To this day, he still has not seen the mystery of this black statue. It feels like an innate multi-dimensional treasure, but it doesn't seem to be very special. Picture. I thought that after reaching the fourth realm, I would be able to see the mystery of this black statue, but I didn't expect that it is still invisible and its texture is extremely tough. Even I in the fourth realm can't damage it. Yi Tian was not disappointed, but even more excited. This meant that the secret of this black statue was greater, far beyond the original imagination of the Kuntong realm master. Perhaps it was a treasure related to the fifth realm. The current progress in strength is slow. If I continue to cultivate at this slow pace, even if 10,000 extra-dimensional epochs pass, the improvement in strength will not be too great. Perhaps, I will have to enter the inheritance place of the Lord of Wu Mu realm again. Yi Tian murmured. It is true that Wu Mu realm master's inheritance place does not allow him to enter again, but if he enters as another third realm, he may not be hindered. The place of inheritance of a fallen lord of the Wu Mu realm, so even his cloned body would not be able to look after him. Certainly, rolling wool like this is not without risk. What if the means left by the Black Mother's body detect it, but he can't control that much now. This day, Yi Tian came to the Death Void area where the main inheritance of Wu Mu realm was 0.6. In the past, his cultivation level was only in the third realm. Even if he came over, he would not be able to enter the inheritance land. He did not have Wu Mu realm in him, the key to the Lord. But now, his cultivation has reached the fourth level, and he has also cultivated the Wu Mu body, and he can vaguely sense a breath of the inheritance place. Break it for me. Yi Tian's field of super-dimensional rules exploded, analyzing the dimensions bit by bit. Soon, he found the dimension where the Wu Mu realm master's inheritance was located, and then tore it open with both hands, allowing the third realm's replica body to enter. Whoosh! The third-level replica body entered the inheritance place of the Wu Mu realm master. I hope this replica body can bring out some good things. Yi Tian murmured. Chapter 3280 Dimensional Gravel. 16 Safe Extra-Dimensional Passages. The passage of Wumu Juntu must not be entered, otherwise Jumu Chalong will definitely think that I have leaked this place. Yi Tian thought for a moment and chose another safe passage. Wow, he passed through this extra-dimensional passage and quickly arrived at another area of the inheritance land. Here, he saw a piece of gravel. Of course, this is not ordinary gravel, but an extremely precious treasure. Even if it is not as good as the real picture of Wu Mu, it is probably not too different. In the sixth realm of the extra-dimensional realm, if you take out an insignificant treasure at random, it is also the supreme treasure that everyone in the third and fourth realms wants. So is the gravel. Yi Tian couldn't take away the gravel. After his soul and will penetrated it, he saw countless layers of dimensional worlds. Understanding these dimensional worlds seemed to witness all the mysteries of the world. At this time, he also knew what the first test here was. Understand the dimensional gravel, comprehend a top super-dimensional magical power, and you can pass the test. It is not difficult to create super-dimensional magical powers, but it is not easy to master a top-notch super-dimensional magical power. Yi Tian 05 was able to create a forbidden super-dimensional magical power. He was able to create it only by using various auxiliary means such as the 13th layer of Bloody Lotus and multi-dimensional wisdom light. Of course, the difficulty of creating top-notch super-dimensional magical powers will be lower, but for other third realms, this difficulty is very terrifying. In the days that followed, Yi Tian understood this dimensional gravel and created a top-notch super-dimensional magical power, but it took time. As time goes by, Yi Tian feels more and more that the gravel in this dimension is too extraordinary, far from being comparable to ordinary treasures. The longer he pondered, the more things he felt he didn't understand. In the blink of an eye, more than 30 extra-dimensional eras have passed. With the help of the light of multi-dimensional wisdom, the 13-level Bloody Lotus, the Soul Vase, and the dimensional gravel of the outside world, he finally created a top-notch super-dimensional magical power and passed this test. Then, the reward will be given. Yi Tian looked at the treasure list, which was similar to what he saw before. This time, he didn't hesitate too much and quickly chose a treasure, the ancient Black Mother Stone. The effect of the Wumu ancient stone can only be applied to the Wumu body. If the Wumu body wants to break through from the first level to the second level, it may not be possible to break through just by relying on the essence of the multi-dimensional treasure gourd of the four realms. The Wumu ancient stone is the most suitable item for the Black Mother's body to break through. With it, once Yi Tian raises the body of Wu Mu to the first level of Dacheng limit, he can use it to complete the breakthrough 100%. Yi Tian originally wanted the Wu Mu ancient stone, but he settled on the more suitable Ju Wu Tu. But now, Ju Wu Tu is of little use to him, so naturally he needs Wu Mu Tung stone even more. Wow, the ancient black stone fell into Yi Tian's hands and was put away by him. Soon, the second test appeared. Understand the grid of dimensions and create your own unique multi-dimensional skills in the three realms. Multi-dimensional secrets. This was the first time Yi Tian heard about this, but he soon learned the knowledge of multi-dimensional secrets from relevant information. Multi-dimensional secret arts are superior to super-dimensional magical powers, and the multi-dimensional secret arts of the third realm are the most suitable for the third realm. The minimum requirement for performing multi-dimensional secret arts is to understand 100 super-dimensional rules and possess the field of super-dimensional rules. It is said that the difficulty of creating one's own three-dimensional magic is more than 10 times greater than that of previously creating top-notch super-dimensional magical powers. But once he creates a three-dimensional multi-dimensional secret skill, his strength will also change. In fact, with the continuous improvement of cultivation level, the power of ordinary super-dimensional magical powers has become very low, and it is impossible to bring out his strength at all. Of course, the three-dimensional multi-dimensional magic he wants to create by himself is best if he can combine the power of Kashyap's wisdom body and Wu Emu's body, so that he can truly exert an extremely terrifying attack power. Therefore, in the following days, Yi Tian took advantage of the opportunity to understand the gravel dimension and continued to try to create the three-dimensional multi-dimensional secret. At the beginning, Yi Tian was still confused about how to create multi-dimensional magic, but gradually he gained some insights. Create a dimensional void with the field of super-dimensional rules, then integrate the power of the two innate multi-dimensional Dao bodies into it, and explode it into an attack. Yi Tian then imitated this dimensional gravel to create a three-dimensional multi-dimensional secret skill, which was very difficult to create. That is to say, he has a variety of means to improve his understanding and analysis, so that he can continue to create and try. Unknowingly, 500 extra-dimensional epochs have passed. This day, Yi Tian's body of Wu Mu has been cultivated to the first level of Dacheng limit, but because his replica body has not yet gone out, the ancient Wu Mu stone cannot be sent out yet, so he has no choice for the time being. Wait for a breakthrough before making a breakthrough. Some time passed, and he finally created a three-dimensional multi-dimensional secret. In the grid of dimensions, Yi Tian's soul will simulate the use of the three-dimensional multi-dimensional magic here. The power of his two innate multi-dimensional Dao bodies converges and merges, and gradually turns into one-dimensional gravel under the influence of the ultra-dimensional rule field. Puff! This dimensional gravel penetrates at a speed that surpasses all, directly annihilating layers of dimensions. The terrifying power surpasses the top super-dimensional magical powers. Even the top fourth super-dimensional realm faces this move. If you don't have a trump card to save your life, you will be killed with one move. What a terrifying move. This is only 943. It's just a three-dimensional multi-dimensional secret. What if you create a four-dimensional multi-dimensional secret? Yi Tian began to look forward to it. If he created the four-dimensional multi-dimensional secret skill, his strength would skyrocket again. Let's name this multi-dimensional secret skill the Gravel Tribulation of Light. Yi Tian murmured. Of course, although the Gravel Tribulation Light is terrifying, it is only slightly more powerful than the current Black Light Thorn. He has now cultivated the forbidden super-dimensional magical power of Black Light Thorn to the point where he can release 2 Black Light Thorn attacks, and the power is naturally very good. Perhaps I can perfect the Black Light Thorn into a four-dimensional multi-dimensional secret. In that case, the power will be terrifying. Yi Tian has this idea, but he will definitely not be able to do it in a short time. As Yi Tian created the three-dimensional multi-dimensional magic, he naturally passed the second test and the reward emerged. There were many rewards, but Yi Tian finally chose the reward that was most suitable for him at present, dimensional gravel. Wow! A very small dimensional gravel appeared in Yi Tian's hand. This was 10 times smaller than the dimensional gravel used for the test, but Yi Tian was already extremely satisfied. With this dimensional gravel, he can hope to create his own unique multi-dimensional skills in the 4 realms. Just choose dimensional grit. Wow! This dimensional gravel was collected by Yi Tian, and then he left quickly.